And we are back, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you guys for tuning in to Royal Talk Season 2. We got a really good episode for you guys today. Super excited to get into this one for sure. There's going to be a lot of laughs and jokes and some serious talk, actually. Some serious conversations, I think. So before we get into that, if it's your first time tuning in, we really appreciate it. My name is Joe.
It's not me.
Oh. Is that why you stopped? And also your lighter?
This was, yeah, I was just going.
Yeah, the whole time. Okay. This is the first time we've had to like restart it like that.
We need to get it together right here. Dude.
Yeah, get the intro.
It's because Adam smoked.
Fuck it.
All right. We can just continue from there, right? That's actually pretty funny. Fucking leave it in.
You guys ready?
Sure.
You guys ready?
All right. So if it's your first time tuning in, my name is Joe.
Adam.
Yes. Your boy Jake.
I don't know what's going on with you today, but
Look, I'm the asshole, and something's going on with you.
Well, that's
Look in the mirror, sister.
I'm usually
you're
that
being
guy.
judgmental.
I'm usually the asshole, and you're.
Yeah,
you're
I've been. What was the word?
You've been a dick.
Yeah, you've been a dick lately. The fuck? When have I been a dick? I swear I said thank you the other day. You've all nice and polite.
thank you.
All
No,
right.
I'm not a dick to someone in particular, but just your demeanor is a little more stern
little
lately.
aggressive,
Yeah, a little aggressive.
little
Thank you.
aggressive.
You see the shit I deal with?
Yeah, yeah.
You see? Hey man,
You don't do a shit. You're the one giving it up. Never mind. Why are we arguing right now? We love each other.
We're having a
Right?
conversation. That's all. You know, like when you're in Africa and you see the silverback and he gives a little tug and looks at you like aggressive, like.
All right. So to everyone, we really appreciate you guys. Thank you guys. Check out our Instagram, YouTube. Keep a lookout for RoyalTalk.com launching this week. We'll be having some new merch coming out soon. We're set to do a bunch of events for this month and next month, so it's going to be a jam-packed content creation for the next couple months. Anyway, thank you guys again, and let's get into our guest today because I'm super hyped for this. So.
All right, baby. You guys ready? Everybody ready?
Oh,
Ready.
shit.
Damn.
Let's go on simple with this
Yeah.
one. He's
Eager.
without further ado, baby. I'm excited for this one, guys. We got Bobby Kerwin, Bobby Gunz. I almost said the other one.
Ah.
Bobby Gunz, Fun Size Fit.
Fun size.
Man that does it
fit.
all. I'm really excited to hear your story, see what you're about. He had the privilege of sitting in on one of our podcasts, you know, just with the networking deal and coming in. So everything lined up. We brought him back, and let's go.
Yep, Bobby Gunz.
Thanks for coming, Bobby. Appreciate you.
Yep, I do it all. Whoever's watching this, whoever's in this room, fucking buckle up, because my life's a wild ride.
Yeah.
I got my popcorn.
I like it. You got it?
Yeah.
It all
wait.
started.
Hold on real quick. Have you guys seen what you do with your bacon grease after you cook bacon?
You put it in a mason jar in the fridge, and then you use it to cook eggs and other shit.
Bro, they're putting popcorn kernels in it and putting a lid on it and popping bacon popcorn.
Fuck.
Bacon flavored, naturally flavored too. You know?
So I just want to put that out. I seen it the other day, and I'm like, oh, this is a must try.
Yeah.
So
Instant artery clogger. but
Yeah.
but really good.
Yeah. I'm kind of glad we keep it to a minimum in my household, but I'll do have it still. You know.
Oh, I'd try it for
I
sure.
think you gotta try it at least.
Fuck yeah.
Sure, I'll give it a chance.
Try anything.
Yeah.
You guys eat ass?
Oh,
Yeah.
Of course.
boy.
Try anything, bro.
It's the main. It's one of the main courses.
Yeah, that's the first course. Like
my
one of the
bib.
first ones. You know what I mean? Get into.
With my I lost my self-respect rib shirt, huh? Just
Yeah.
getting in there.
Yeah.
Did you?
You kind of can't go straight into it though.
do you
Like,
guys-
you gotta start a little bit.
Oh yeah. You knock on the door.
Yeah,
You just don't burst in.
Gotta work your way up
Just,
there.
you just don't burst in like LAPD.
I think the best
Yeah.
is you gotta listen or wait for the reaction from. When
Yeah.
you tease it a little, you get the reaction. You're like, oh, I'm in there.
Yeah.
But do you guys remember the first time you did it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was interesting.
Like, it took you a minute to like.
Well, I had to man up.
Yeah,
Like,
like,
cowboy
you have
the
to go
fuck up.
for it,
Like,
huh?
whether doing this or not, cowboy
Yeah.
the fuck up.
So like you wanted to, but you just weren't sure.
Yeah, then I was like, is she gonna be weird?
So like the tongue was going for it or not?
I did it on accident.
Oh, it's the wrong hole. Sorry.
I was like, boy, that tasted weird.
So
There it is.
Why
again.
does my tongue tingle now?
Yeah, she was like, I didn't know you were into
It's
that.
like it's like when you look at a 9-volt
a
battery.
way.
Yeah.
like, what am I into?
So I really enjoy doing that, but I had a really gnarly experience at my bachelor party in Havasu.
Pink eye.
And there was a stripper there. Almost. There was a stripper there, and she did some kind of fucking weird somersault into my face with her legs spread and her ass coming up towards me.
Yeah.
And there was about 19 dudes in there 2 strippers.
Everyone
and as soon
hard.
as she hit my face, like I could see it. Like it was like remind me of Simpsons when they zoom in on the fucking frame.
Yeah.
And it was like dingleberries like in there, like the paper towel or
So
toilet paper bowl or balls.
Yeah.
And it fucking reeked like straight shit. And I went like as soon as she hit like my face, I went, "Ugh," and I pushed her ass off me, and I went, "Oh God!" And then my buddy was like, "Are you good?" And I was like, "Yeah." And then I told him later, like, "Oh, she had fucking dingleberries in her butthole, and it was nasty." And after that, now it's like
Wipes
I'm
only.
like just like I mean, I've been with my wife now 7 years, and obviously we'll probably get into that in a little bit, but I'm still like, oh fuck, I'm like traumatized from that experience.
The girl takes care of herself, and you're
exactly.
like, oh, this is most of the time
Yeah.
it's gonna be safe to go down there, and she'll probably tell you like, babe, don't, my stomach hurts tonight, whatever it is, so. If you gotta
But a stripper, you would think like
Professional.
she's
professional.
she's fucking in tune with like what she's about to do, and I'm like, she must have come from Bullhead City or something because she didn't give a
she's
shit
not
what she looked like or presented herself as.
I
So
threw a
was
little
like,
apartment party once, and we hired 2 strippers to come. Whatever, it was just a crazy night. And we only had 1 bathroom, and the strippers had told us they had their bodyguards say, "Hey, no one's allowed in the bathroom because that's their area, basically." So all the dudes were like, "Well, we're supposed to go piss, right?" Anyways, Megan, my wife, she's like, "This is my fucking house. I'm going in there, right?" And she's talking to the girl, but she says, she's like, I just constantly smell down there. She's like, there's nothing I can do about it. I have to clean it. But that's why she goes to the bathroom so much, is to like clean it up. And I'm like, did you pick the right profession? You know what I mean? Like,
She's like,
fucking-
I found it on Craigslist.
fucking vaginitis, bro.
Right.
She needs fucking some cream or pills or something.
Vagisil.
Whatever. But I think that's a real thing. Vaginitis. It's like when the smell won't go away.
You mean liberals?
Yeah,
No,
that too.
just-
That too.
Oh, that was a good one.
Just kidding.
Slid that right in.
Dingleberries.
Yeah.
Joe, have you ever seen dingleberries in real life?
Seen?
No? Yeah, a pair of dingleberries.
If a pair of dingleberries?
Yeah.
On a person or animal?
On a person. Have you ever had that experience, I should say?
Toilet paper dingleberries is all I've seen. I've never seen like straight up shit or anything.
I've seen toilet papers. That was pretty
If you see some shit, you
But
better
it's the
avoid.
toilet paper. It's not their fault. It's that fucking flinty shit that like poofs in the air. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I hate that toilet paper.
No, let's hold on right there for a second.
Okay.
Uh-oh.
Now I'm talking about eating ass, but I will tell you,
With a spork.
I don't butt fuck anymore because I had
Oh.
a really bad experience with that.
Man, this guy's
When I was-
Do tell, please.
When I was
Yeah.
living in Redlands,
So far, I don't see a
I
problem.
used to work as a cop at the casino in San Manuel for 2 years. I was in the Navy for 4 years. I got out. I was a military cop, so I went to the police academy because I wanted to translate over, and then I worked at San Manuel for. This is a good segue into the debauchery of my life, and I spent
Always
2 years.
Always SoCal, right?
Yeah, always. Well, no. I've lived in 4 other states too.
Oh, okay.
That's where I got arrested. We're gonna go into that. Yeah. But I was working at the casino, and this girl worked in valet. I'm 5'5". I didn't grow any taller. She was like 6 foot, but she always used to give me the googly eyes. So obviously, I engaged in some fucking sexual activities with her, and she was
as you
like,
should.
"Put it in my ass," and I fucking did, and. Dude, it was like a baby's diaper exploded all over my fucking stomach, and it was the nastiest fucking thing I've ever experienced. And I tried to keep going, but it was like every time you hit it, like hit you in the face, and it was like I told her I gotta stop. I gotta stop.
That's
And
what
like,
you
We had some
stopped.
bad luck with some ass.
And I fucking
Yeah.
and I fucking cleaned up, and I fucking hightailed it out of there, and she was probably really embarrassed. But
No, as she
I
should be.
really didn't care at that point. I was really mortified, and
So you've had somebody else's shit on you.
dude,
I mean, haven't we
You
all?
know, some people
not
are into that.
intentionally,
No,
but
no,
not
yeah,
intentionally,
yeah.
but intentionally.
Yeah.
So yeah, I mean,
Okay.
I'm telling you, roller coaster, dude. Like tighten that fucking seatbelt, dude.
Yeah.
It's been
So
wild.
Did you guys work together after that?
I mean, I would see her there. She would work in valet, so if I stood that post or I was walking around, we used to walk the floor.
Yeah.
I mean, there was crazy shit. I fucking arrested some dude in there with a loaded 38, sock full of bullets. Him and some other fucking hyena came to rob this dude at the casino for his tax return, and it was like a setup. And so that's casino's fucking insane. Like, there's all kinds of crime that goes on that month. They'll push the fucking cash out button while some old lady's on the machine, and the ticket will fucking do this to the floor, and then they'll pick it up, and then she'll be like, I don't know what happened, and they'll call a tenant, and then, hit the light, call for service, and they'll go and they'll investigate, and it's like 20 minutes have gone by because these people are trying to figure out like what's going on, and then they really go back. They call, it used to be called Mary 1. They'd be like Mary 1, and they'd call the fucking surveillance, and they'd be like, oh yeah, fucking, there's a fucking individual over there at the buffet sitting down having dinner, and they had stolen that person's ticket out of their machine and cashed it out.
The fucking balls.
And then we have to go, and then we have to go to the fucking dude. We have to go to the fucking buffet and fucking make contact with this person, and then sometimes they get fucking, they get all fucking crazy, and sometimes they're just like, oh, I don't even know, like, I'm not sure what's going on.
Stupid.
Then we take them to the investigation room, and then we're like showing them the video, and that's not me. And then fucking San Bernardino sheriff, it's like fucking $1,100 on the ticket, so it's grand theft. And then SBSO comes, and we do a courtesy turnover, and they take them to jail. And it's like, dude, that casino's insane.
Wow.
The crime that goes on.
Is there a lot of money?
It's just a money place, right?
Bro, they were making fucking millions of dollars a fucking day sometimes. Like, a lot of money. A lot of money, dude. Like, I never even saw where they had some vaults and shit there, but I did, like, chip fills and stuff, so I'd go back a house and pick up a whole case of chips.
Like, they come out on the floor?
Yeah, but we were armed and everything. Like, it was Dude, one time we got into we had to unholster our fucking guns on some dude because they were patting him down. It was the craziest shit, bro. We were in the back of the casino by our investigation room, and I don't give a fuck about telling this story because that fucking place is fuck that place. I'm going to keep it at that because the Indians are pretty powerful. But they fucking were patting this dude down, and the guy's got his hands, one of the cops, and he fucking feels a gun, and he's like, gun, 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 and like 4 dudes pull their pistols out, and they're all facing each other, and this dude's in the middle. And I was like, hey, like fucking people are yelling, like fucking
some shit on
dudes, like some crossfires about to happen. It's about to be cop on cop killing going on. It was fucking intense, man. And I was just like, just a roller coaster.
How long did you do that for?
2 years.
2 years? You ever seen the show Las Vegas?
No.
Oh, okay, never mind.
I got let go. Kind of let go. We'll roll into that. I got kind of let go, so I had a bunch of write-ups for chewing tobacco on the floor. I was a big dipper.
Really?
I like dipping.
Did you get write-up for that?
Fuck yeah. They used to tell us no chewing on the floor, and I would like put a little fucking pinch in, and then I would like just spit in the trash cans, or I would gut it. Because I was like, fuck yeah, I know,
Jesus,
dude.
bro.
Rough. But
that's an addiction.
I went to
that's for sure.
yeah, for sure, bro.
Yeah, you're swallowing tobacco. Yeah. He's like, tobacco? Shit. Yeah. Watch this.
Yeah. Have any of you guys tried those Canadips?
What the fuck's that?
It's like some new cannabis product, but it's a dip pouch.
Mm-mm.
Yeah,
the pouches are becoming big right now. The
one of the
nicotine
dudes,
ones.
that dude on IG.
So it's tobacco
Evan
free.
Schroyer? You seen him? He's like up north.
Mm-mm.
Yeah, he's like an athlete or whatever. He's dipping on it, and I'm like, I seen it on his page, and I'm like,
So there used to be a dispensary out there in Paris. There's a bunch of them, but my buddy that came along, he's here sitting on the sidelines, but he used to run that dispensary. And then we went to high school with some of the guys that were growers for it, and they own it. But they used to have the Chong strips.
oh yeah.
They were like Listerine strips.
Yeah, yeah.
And
Red. Was it red?
I fucking, they're like red and blue.
Yeah,
and I fucking ate one in fucking Palm Desert when we were on vacation out there at the Marriott Resorts, and we were at the pool. And I was so fucking high, man. I had to I told my wife, I got to go back to the room and get something. And I went over there. I was taking a shower, like fucking.
Trying to wash it off.
Shake it off.
Yeah.
I was so fucking high. I was freaking out, man.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, we gets to that sometimes.
The fucking edibles, man. They fucking.
Yeah. I did a nerd rope at fucking Huntington. I was passed out for at least 4 hours, dude.
Really? Got you? Or just
Hell
good?
yeah.
Oh, it made you go to sleep.
Yeah, I was chilling on the beach, man. It fucking knocked me on my ass, dude.
You ate the
In the middle of summer?
Yeah, no, it was like September-ish.
Did you get fucking cooked, or were you like
No, I don't get
underneath?
burnt. I don't
no.
get burnt. This ain't don't get
He's
burnt.
too Mexican.
Yeah. Wow. Ever getting racial. You're on one, dude. Check your levels.
Okay.
It's funny when we start talking about strip. Hey, were you at that bachelor party? No? Oh, he didn't see the
That was a
Dingleberries?
good point.
Yeah.
See the dingleberries?
Yeah, I wanted to get some outside experience. I brought we started talking about strippers. It made me think of I lost my virginity to a stripper.
Did you?
Yeah. I was funny. I was just telling the story. So it's funny. It's super funny. I was 16, right? And I used my brother. But shout out to Buck Nasty, bro. That's my big brother. I used to pay him like, hey, let me use your ID. He'd be like $40. So I give him $40, and I get because I looked just like him when he were younger. We were little fat asses. So I would go and we'd go to the Imperial Showgirls of Anaheim, dude. I don't know if you guys ever been there. Class joint. So I went in there, 16, dude. Never seen a fucking puss in my life. Only on porn. But back then, you know, I'm sure Bobby seems like he just go to town. But I'm sure, like, Bobby be like, why you guys laugh and jerk off? But I feel like we were all...
That's in 2 weeks.
Don't you remember growing up, dude? Like, we would see a pair
a
of
glass
tits.
of water next to him and his wife.
Like, don't you remember, like, when we would go through that phase of when you see a pair of tits, you go, holy shit, man. Like, you would laugh hard. You didn't know what the fuck.
But they also had a lot. They also had a lot of bushes back in the day. Was it bushy?
But
or
we
was
took
it?
what we could get back then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, anyways, I sit down. This beautiful mommy comes up to me and starts sucking on my ear, and she's like, "What's your name?" And I'm like, "Oh shit, Buck," because that's what it says in the ID, right? And she's like, "She want to go to the private, Buck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, I'm down. Why not?" Went back there. Long story short, we made love, right?
We made love.
So she puts me
She
down.
loved me.
Dude, she put no, listen, it gets worse. Are you ready? So he gets down, she starts blowing me. I'm like, whoa. First of all, she's going to town. You know what I mean? I'm about to come, but she gets on reverse, sits on the face. And I'm like, fuck it, I'm going to eat puss. So I ate her out. She came. Shout out to me. Shout out to porn, first of all. You know what I mean? Touch her boy.
You knew how to do that?
Hey, I was there. She's like, I'm coming. I'm like, holy shit, I made her come, dude. And then she gets on reverse cowgirl, 3 pumps. I nut. Like, we made love. You know what I mean? Right? So I went back to the following week again. Smashed her out again. By I mean smash, I mean like 3 seconds. Like,
So you got more pumps.
you know?
than three?
Yeah. So I went back the third week and I brought the bitch flowers, right?
Oh no.
True story. And then she's
16?
16, bro. Shout out to my boy Steve if he still listens. He used to be my driver. But we went down there, dude. I brought the bitch, Bobby, I bought the bitch flowers, right? And she's over there grinding on this guy. I'm like, who the fuck is this?
No.
And she's like, I'm working. Right? I had the flowers,
thought-
bro.
you thought
yeah,
she
that
was-
was like, I loved you. I thought like,
you thought she was all yours?
yeah.
At the strip club.
At the strip club.
Yeah.
I was like, she said she's not talking to nobody.
Were you even paying her?
No.
So it was all free.
Yeah, I was like,
and you
how many
questioned
other
her-
guys did you hook up? Yeah, I threw her roses at her. I'm like, you fucking bitch.
No.
Like, yeah, dude, she broke my heart.
So that was your first heartbreak?
First one. She was my first one.
Do you remember her name?
Turned you into the savage
Guatemala,
you
that was her stage name.
Guatemala.
Oh yeah, I wonder if she still works there. I think she's probably retired yet.
Shout out Guatemala.
Shout out, where you at, baby?
You taught Jake everything he needed to know
Yeah, about heartbreak.
within what, 3 weeks?
And you taught him what a 3-pump chump was immediately.
Yeah. She was like, boom. Like,
That's
oh
why.
my God.
Hey, that's why she didn't make you pay.
Yeah, she's like, get him out.
Happy,
Get him out.
happy birthday, kid.
I gave her the 5 for the lap dance.
This will be quick.
But it was weird because she kept calling me Buck's name, dude. She's like, "You love it, Buck?" And I'm like, "Yeah, fuck yeah, this is kind of hot." Like, whatever.
You should be like, call me by my middle name, Jake.
no, dude, 'cause I was back, you know, a little
Maybe-
paranoid. So I'm
maybe-
like, she's gonna check my ID. Jake's not on here.
Maybe-
Get hands up.
Maybe she's part of the reason you're the savage you are today.
Probably,
Dude, imagine if she found out that she was doing a 16-year-old.
Why she didn't buy all. She was fucking an 18-year-old. What's 2 more years,
Yeah, I guess, whatever.
dude? But she was like, I love you, Buck. I'm like, this is fucking hot. She's calling me my brother's name. This is weird. So when I went back, because we used to tell my mom, like, hey, we went surfing and blah blah blah. You're right. So we get in the house. She's like, you guys smell like the ocean. And we're like, no. Yeah. Dude. Anyways, back to you, Bobby.
Did you guys see the most recent Instagram reel that's going around? Probably not, but and if you haven't, I'm going to send it to you. But it's the guy talking about earning a DUI. So back in the day, we had to earn a DUI. They didn't have fucking Lyft or Uber or whatever. And he's like,
Or Void.
he's like, you guys don't know what it's like to sleep in a fucking sunroom under fucking your friend's mom's fucking rug in the middle of the night, and you're like, the sun's never gonna come up. And they were talking about earning DUIs. Like, we just wanted to get home and see our family again because they didn't have transportation back in the day when you're all fucked up.
Figured it out. Figure it out.
I can tell him what it is. I'll tell you I wrote the Instagram account down last night when I saw it because I was like, dude, this is right up our alley as far as like.
The shit we had.
So it's Williams, Noah, NOAH, 24 guitar.
Wow.
And
I've
dude,
seen a lot.
it's
I always see
fucking
the memes with,
hilarious.
like, people
dude.
sitting there and they have like a couch resting on them or like a couch cushion. And they're like, when your friend didn't give you a blanket, you know? Those always make me laugh.
Yeah. So, yeah, man. Fuck, dude. It's been a wild life, man. I was telling you guys I was in the military, and
What made you join?
So in high school, I was a water polo player and a swimmer, and I did that for 6 years.
Where were you? Sorry, where were you born? And we're just
So okay, yeah, fuck, we
let's
can
get
go
into it.
all the
Story.
way back.
Take
This is
us back. Take
gonna
us
be
back.
fucking long.
Okay, let's rock.
So, I was born in Granada Hills, and for the first 2 years, I was in and out of foster care, and my parents were dopers and drinkers, and they were just a mess, I guess. This is what I was told as I was growing up. And so by the age of 2, I had been removed from their care completely. I was abandoned, like, I guess, put in a dumpster, like a lot of fucking weird shit. And so at the age of 2, I got into a foster home with this family in Pomona who are now my parents. They're my adoptive parents of,
Sweet.
you know, fucking 38 years.
wow.
We're friends.
Finalized the adoption when I was 6. I was an abduction risk, changed my name. And I grew up with this family. My mom was a teacher. My dad was a carpenter, just middle-class workers. And we moved to Hoopa Valley when I was about 8. We adopted 2 other kids. They're 4 and 3 at the time. So
Were they brother and sister?
they were brother
related?
and sister.
So-
They were.
Okay.
And they were Samoan. So it was me at 8, them at 4 and 3. Okay. And we all grew up together. I was the oldest. And went through high school. Fucking a lot of trauma because, like, they would always tell me, no, you can't fucking do this, can't do that, can't spend that at your friend's house. But I was an induction risk, I guess. Like,
They give you structure pretty much?
yeah, like a lot of structure. And I will give them credit. Like, I think they were just protecting me. But, like, being told no a lot through your lifetime, it's like fucking... Fuck, man, I just want a fucking nice pair of fucking Dickies, and I bought these fucking PF Flyers last night because I was like, I'm an old school PF Flyer guy, and I need to get a pair for the fucking podcast, you know?
I like it.
Yeah, and so
They had to show them off on camera too.
yeah, bro, hell yeah.
Get him up there. Get him up there.
So I grew up with that family, and they had me in sports, you know, my whole childhood, and we moved to Hoopa Valley in a nice big home, you know, 2,400 square feet, 3/4 acre pool. Fucking, it was dope. We were at the end of a cul-de-sac,
Right.
and played water polo, and then through high school, you know, I always told me no, so I fucking would run off with my buddy, and he knows the guy too. He moved to Oklahoma with his family recently, but this kid's family was rich, so they owned a demo company, like they had dozers and shit,
Right.
and it was the party house. So we used to fucking smoke weed. I was the weed dealer. So I was the gypsy of the group. So I fucking know everybody from high school. Huh?
You're the fucking man. That's who you were.
Yeah, bro. I was the motherfucker. You know, I was the guy with the weed. I was the guy with the money. I was
Party,
the guy with
party.
but that was the party. I was the fucking, you know, Johnny Depp of fucking my high school, dude.
There
You
wasn't
know?
a
Get
party
Bobby on the
without
phone.
it.
Get Bobby on the phone.
Yeah.
Where's Bobby at?
Billy's parents are out for
Yeah.
the weekend. Get
Tell
Bobby
me-
over
And it's
here.
funny because, like, you know, people are like, oh, do you know so-and-so? And I'm like, yeah, I know them, but they don't know who I am, you know. But the reason being is because they bought weed from me one time, you know. But I know who they are because I'm fucking like, you know, I'm like a salesman, right? I'm like, oh, I got to call John back up, see if he wants to pick up, you know. So I knew all these fucking people were because I was all over. I was delivering pizzas, selling weed at the same time.
Nice.
It was fucking rad, dude. High school was rad, dude. And I had so much fun. But I played water polo. So I was the weed dealer on the water polo team. And, you know, I think that was my escape from, like, not knowing where I came from, never being able to spend the night at my friend's house as a teenager or as an adolescent. And so when I was able to break free and go spend the night at my buddy's house, it was party time, you know, and bitches,
Yes.
beers,
Yes.
bongs,
Yes.
fucking beer bongs off the roof,
Yes.
like fucking top them off with a shot of liquor, like
yeah.
throwing up. And so I joined the Navy to be a Navy SEAL. And that's why I joined. You asked me that question. And I qualified in boot camp to go to the SEAL program, Basic Underwater Demolition School, BUDS, at Coronado Island. And then I got brought in by a senior chief. He's an E8 in the Navy. It's the second highest rank you can go enlisted when I was in boot camp. And he's like, hey, you got orders to BUDS. Like, this is where we solidify it, make sure it's real. And I turned him down. I turned him down because I wanted to be with my fucking girlfriend that I met out of high school at a party. And, you know, fucking thinking with the wrong head like we always do,
Yeah.
even at our age now
Guilty.
sometimes.
So you had the opportunity, you turned it down.
I turned it down, and unfortunately, that just was just a complete spiral of myself inflicting pain that I've caused myself for all these fucking years that I'm trying to come back from, you know? And I fucking turned it down,
Yeah.
you know? And I went on deployment as a fucking grunt in the Navy, like 10 months. I was out there in the fucking 18-foot swells on a ship in the Indian Ocean, fucking Bahrain, fucking buying hookers, fucking getting fucked up. Like Singapore, Guam, went to Djibouti, Africa, fucking Somalia, fucking all over the goddamn place, dude. Acapulco, Mexico, Alaska, fuck, dude, you name it, I fucking went there. Singapore.
With the Navy?
Yeah, Singapore. Singapore's crazy, dude.
Yeah.
They got fucking a place there called 4 Floors of Whores, and it's like a red light district, but it's like a mall that's got 4 floors. And
Weren't
dude,
we talking about this in an episode?
We're talking about drugs though. Yeah, okay.
dude,
No, it was the red light district in Amsterdam. Remember we were talking
Yeah,
about
you
that?
said
it's the same concept. Yeah, same shit. Yeah, and they like have whore houses where they have these broads have numbers, and you get to pick one. And I'm like Jake over here. I'm like, I fucking hooked up with this hooker over there for like $50.
You loved her.
I loved her. So I fucking went back and fucked her the next day and the next day.
Guilty.
I was like, dude, I'm going to move out here, bro.
Yeah, she wants me, dude. She's gonna meet
She had
my
her own
mom.
room there. I was like, I can live here, bro. It's probably like $50 a fucking month.
Let's get married.
She's so gonna meet my mom. That's what I thought.
But you know what? It was a good experience, man.
What's your mom's name?
Sandy.
Sandy?
Yeah.
Oh, dude, I'm
Mama
like,
V.
Mama V, yeah. I'm like, oh, yeah, I can picture Jake. I'm taking you home to Mama V.
Yeah, you're gonna meet Mama V, bitch. She's like, who's your Mama V? Buck. I'm like, quit calling me that. It's Jake.
Dude, I still can't get over fucking, it hasn't came out yet, but the London Jake?
Oh, English Jake.
English Jake?
English Jake from
when he-
Vegas when I
from
partied
Vegas
with the
when he-
English guy.
remember
They
he-
thought it was English the whole.
Oh, yeah.
They thought it was English the whole weekend.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Yeah, well, they're doing
Played it
rails.
the whole time?
whole weekend. My buddy's like, just let him be. Yeah,
it was like,
Fuck
picture
it was
yeah.
World Cup,
English
and
Jake.
this guy now he goes, "Oh, you guys have drinks." I'm like, "Come have a seat."
That comes
He
out
like,
in
he
this
like looked at
episode,
me.
right?
He's like, "What the fuck?" And I'm like, "Where are you from?" This is a smashing match. He thought I was British, so we ended up hanging out all fucking weekend. And like the last night, I told him like, "Hey man, I'm from California, bud."
Is that a Dixon
Yeah.
shirt? No, it's not
No,
Dixon.
no.
Who is it?
I don't fucking know.
It's somebody. I have similar ones.
So you're rocking
I like it.
a pineapple shirt?
Yeah, it's my safety word.
I like it,
I'm
dude.
And
sure.
they're upside down.
Got upside down ones on it too.
Yeah,
And it's
that's
pink.
some swinger ass shit right
Fuck
there.
yeah.
Jake.
It's like both.
And the problem, Joseph?
Yeah, that's true. It fits you perfectly.
Thanks.
He's loud and proud today, baby.
Yeah.
Yeah, you
It's
are.
tad horned
Those
up.
arms too.
Tad horned up.
So how did you get into working out? When
Well,
did that like?
so that kind of like I was in the service, and then I ended up getting with my son's mom. I got a Dear John letter basically when I came back from deployment, and I was dumb as fuck, and I stayed with her. But we made my son. He's now a Marine. He's
Right on.
Yeah, he just
Yeah.
recently went out, right?
he's he's 19 years old. He's in North Carolina. Shout out to my boy. I get a little
Shout out.
emotional when I talk about him.
Get
That's cool,
emotional.
dude.
But I'm really proud of him.
Right on.
And my wife and I raised him from 11 to 17 by ourselves, and so that's a great specimen of mine. You know,
The
Congratulations.
wife you're with now?
my wife I'm with now. We
Okay.
raised him full time for 6 years, and through his high school years, middle school and high
all
school
the way
years.
through up?
Yeah, and so it's been a blessing to watch him, thrive, and he doesn't like it, but he did some shit, and we're not going to talk about that on the cast, but he's just a teenager, out
but-
fucking sleeping around with his girlfriend, like just laying in bed all day, and I'm like, bro, you got to fucking do something. He quit a good job, or he kind of got let go because he was kind of, just struggling like with being an adult, and I get it, and I think I could have been there for him a little more through that process, but I didn't want to bother him. He's a teenager, and I don't want to argue with him. And I hope he watches this and hears that part. I just didn't want to argue with him because I love him, and
It's like at that age, we all go through it. You hate your dad. Like,
yeah, bro.
at first,
yeah.
your dad's your hero,
Yeah.
and you hate him. Then you end up just like
And
him.
then you end up just like him, and
Yeah.
he's your hero again
yeah,
too.
yeah, you know what I mean? But like
Yeah.
17, 16, 15 to like 20, just depending on those years, you don't
sure.
want nothing to do with the dude because he's keeping structure and discipline on
For
you.
sure,
Some
man.
type
The
of
most
something you don't
crucial.
want.
Those are the
Right.
most crucial years. In
Yeah,
life.
but like
Most
it's crazy
crucial
how
years.
we all go through it. So
Yeah. So we had a child, and then her and I separated when he was about 1.
okay.
And then I finished another year in the service. He was living with my parents and kind of seeing his mom. And then I came home, and I was home for a couple years working as a cop. I worked out and shit, and it was cool. Never ran any gear or anything. And then this is back to the original part of the cop story with the casino and all that bullshit. I went to visit a Navy buddy in Florida. in 2009, and he's like, bro, come out here, I'm fucking this Hooters girl, like, dude, you'll love it out here, bro, like Jack's Beach. I'm like, fuck yeah, bro, like, I'm fucking
on the way.
Fucking say less, bro, I'm on my way, dude, you know. And so I take some time off. I fly out there on a fucking Tuesday, bro. Like, I get out there Tuesday afternoon or something, midday. And I remember it very vividly because I was, like, excited, you know. It was, like, one of those things. Like, I remember when I would go to Disneyland as a kid, I was, like, excited. So I got out there, and this guy's from Jersey. Fucking good-looking guy, you know. He's still my buddy to this day. He just came out and saw me. And this is in 2009. And I get out there. It's cool to meet his fucking weird-ass roommate. We get fucking high. I'm like, what the fuck is that noise, bro? And he's like, it was nighttime. And every time he opened the slider, I heard this weird-ass noise. And he's like, oh, he's like, what? Oh, that? He's like, oh, those are frogs. And I'm like, fuck, how many are there? It was high as fuck. And one got in the house, and I was fucking jumping on the couch. I was like, get it out, get it out. I'm like reptiles.
Big frogs?
Yeah, they're pretty fucking big, but it was just like a tree frog, like orange and green. But so the next day, there's like a little fuzz. The next day, he's like, oh yeah, we're gonna go to the bar tonight. I was like, cool. He's like, we're going to go with my fucking girl Mariah, and we're going to go with Jackie. And I was like, oh, cool, who's Jackie? And he's like, oh, it's her friend. And he's like, she'll let you smash. And I was like, oh okay, fuck. Cool. I was like, fucking, let's do it. So we start pre-gaming at his pad. We go to this fucking hotel bar at like the Roadway Inn, but it's called the Shark Bar. It's like popular. Dude, it was crazy. They were playing beer pong in there. This is in 2009. They weren't doing that out here back then. Okay. They were straight. It was like a fucking tournament. I feel like I was on fucking one of them.
Beer fest.
Yeah, I feel like I was on some fucking, like beer fest. It was crazy, dude. And we got all fucked up in there. And he had a Zoo York hoodie. You guys know Zoo York, right? Well, back then, you couldn't get that in Florida. You could only get it in Jersey and New York and like that area.
I used to wear it here.
Oh, yeah?
Eventually made it out here.
Yeah, made it out here. I used to wear it, too.
This isn't like, so I had it in like 06, 07.
Yeah,
shit.
Eventually made it out here.
Yeah, he couldn't get it in Florida
in
2009. So he had a red Zoo York hoodie. And he had put it on the back of a chair. And I had a Sullen hoodie. And I had put it over it. And then by the end of the night, about 1:30, he's like, hey, bro, they fucking took my sweater. Those fucking guys. Because he had an issue with the guy at the bar. Like, the guy was like, hey, that's my girl. And he's like, bro, she's not even dating you, bro. I'm just fucking her, bro. Like, I don't care. Like, fucking get away from me, you fucking peasant, you know? And so, you know, we're going to leave, and he wants his sweater so bad. And he's like, I know these motherfuckers took it. I'm going to go get it. And I was like, nah, bro, like, it's a $50 sweater. Let's just fucking, don't worry about it. He's like, I'm fucking going over there. You're either fucking going with me or you're not. And I was like, fuck, I served with this guy. Like, I can't let this guy go get his ass kicked. I got to go get my ass kicked with him.
Yeah.
I was like,
you're going.
There's like 7 dudes, bro. And I'm like, I'm not scared. I did MMA before that for a whole year, like full time. You know, like while I was on unemployment, I was training to fight. And I ran out of money and stopped training. I was supposed to fight. And they let some other guy, buff fight, and he didn't throw one punch at Gladiator Challenge. It was bullshit. But then I moved. But then, so I'm out here in fucking Florida at this bar, getting ready to go home to fuck these Hooters girls. Yes. And this guy wants to get this stupid fucking sweater back. And he knows I'm fucking talk shit about that shit. Because to this day, I'm like, you ruined my whole fucking life, motherfucker. But I still love you, dude. So we go over there, and immediately he's like, where's your fucking friend that took my fucking sweater? And he's like, don't fucking worry about her. So I'm like, you're a fucking bitch. And my buddy slammed him up against a fucking like Ford truck. And then as soon as that happened, bro, I fucking grabbed the dude by the fucking shirt, you know, and he's like 6'3", like a real skinny guy. And I fucking jumped on his back and I choked him out and he fell to the ground. Well, as soon as I did that, I guess my buddy got fucking sucker punched from the side and fucking dropped to the ground by some other dude. And I'm like choking this guy out, and there's like, stop. The girls are screaming, and we're fucking fighting with all these dudes. And then I see that dude on top of my buddy. He's like legs underneath him in between. You know, it's just like he's sucking him off, sitting down, my buddy. The guy's on top of him, just hitting him up. Yeah, pounding on him. So I ran over there, and all I remember was, I don't know if I hit this guy. It sounds like I did, because when we went to court, they wanted to keep us apart, me and that guy. But all I remember is seeing patches of light, and they're like, quit moving, motherfucker. And I was like, what the fuck? Like, and then I got pepper sprayed, and I was like, who the fuck carries pepper spray, bro? Like, I thought I was going to get stabbed or something, you know?
Yeah.
It was the fucking cops. Oh. They were watching the whole thing from the parking lot. They watched the whole thing fucking break out.
Then they came in.
Hooked us up. Fucking took us to the fire station. They were trying to drain water in my face to rinse the pepper spray out all over my crotch. I was like, nah, bro. I was like, I got to lean over. Fuck you. And then he moved my buddy's cuffs to the front. He's like, I got my cuffs to the front. I was like, hey, fucking move mine to the front, dude. What the fuck? And they're like, shut up. And I was like, why'd you arrest me? They're like, you be quiet. I was like, you have to tell me. And the guy's like, you have to tell him. I was like, yeah, you fucking FTO bitch. He's on like field training or some shit. I'm like, fucking pussy. So got arrested. Spent 3 days in jail in Florida on vacation. 3 days.
Just on probation.
Just fucking, went on vacation and came back on
They
probation.
say that's what happened in Florida.
Literally, as a cop.
That's a good shirt.
Dude,
Oh,
fucking.
as a cop, you did that?
Dude, as a post-certified fucking police officer standards and training certified guy. I was a cop for the tribal police. And it just smothered my entire fucking plan.
Fuck.
It was fucked. Damn. And this trip to jail was like, dude, this is crazy, bro. But we got out of jail. You know, I fucking called. The first person I called was my mom because I was really close to my mom growing up. Like, I'd tell her anything, and we have different views now, but we're still cool. But I called her, told her, and then I called my sergeant, and my sergeant was like, "You're fucking lying, bro." And I was like, I swear, bro, I've been in jail for 3 days. I pled no contest to some charges because they charged me with a felony. I was like, a felony, 3 misdemeanors. I was like, I got to get the fuck out of here. I can't come back and fight this shit. I could, but I'm not. I'm leaving. I'm out of here. So they were like, you should plead no contest, and then you can just pay $250. And I was like, fucking, let's go. Like, get me the fuck out. So Saturday I got out. I went in Wednesday night.
So you got there Tuesday, Wednesday night.
Wednesday night I'm in jail. It's fucking 24 fucking hours, dude. And I'm not fucking no pussy from Hooters.
No Hooters gross. No Hooters gross.
No Hooters.
What about them? What about them?
Yeah.
I'm worried about them.
Huh?
in this whole
Pretty
story.
much over a
All over a fucking $50 New York sweater.
Wait, what about them? Like, how was their night? He went to jail and they're fucking sitting there dry.
His fucking dorky fucking roommate,
Probably.
he definitely didn't.
Oh,
fuck
he
her.
went home.
No, he
Oh,
didn't
yeah,
fuck
see.
her, bro. He went home and jerked off. There's no fucking way.
He? Your homie?
My homie's roommate. There's no way he fucked that girl. No,
Yeah.
not a
Alright,
chance,
So
dude.
Saturday,
So I get out of jail, and
Your buddy's
believe it or
with
not,
you?
my buddy's with me. Yeah, he gets out too, and he's like, "Hey, you wanna go to Hooters?" And I was like,
Shut the fuck
I was like, "Yeah." He's like, "Fucking Mariah and Jackie are working. They want us to come. They're gonna hook us up with food." I was like, "Yeah, whatever."
Food.
So then he's like, and that guy said he's gonna bring the sweater, and I was like, hold on, dude, fucking e-brake. I'm telling you right now, I ain't fucking fighting nobody. When we went to court, they were like, you have to stay on this side, and you have to stay on this side. Me and the guy that was beating my buddy up. I don't know what the fuck happened, but they were saying it was a conflict. I guess I was fighting with that guy when I got hooked up. But I was like, I ain't fighting nobody, dude. Like, and I'm gonna talk about. Luke was on this podcast. I am Wakemaker. I was on this podcast the last time I was here, and he was like, "Yeah, I fucking do anything for anybody on the spot. I'll punch somebody in the face for you." And I'm gonna tell you right now, like, I ain't punching anybody in the face for you guys. If you started that shit, guess what? You're cleaning up that diaper, bro. Because I have no involvement in that. And it just had a lot to do. My thought process on that is like, if I'm involved and I started it, like, I'll punch somebody in the face. Don't get it twisted. But I'm not just gonna fucking go be Captain Save my homie because you know.
Been there, done that.
No offense to Luke, but I've been there, done that, and it ruined almost my entire fucking life. And so we went to Hooters to get this sweater, and a guy pulled up on a Hayabusa with this sweater and immediately took it off. Like, he was like, "Oh my god, these guys are gonna fucking kick my ass." And he gave the sweater back, and I told my buddy, "I swear to God, I'm not fighting nobody. Just get the fucking sweater. I'm gonna eat my fucking wings, and we're gonna get the fuck out of here because I'm leaving tomorrow, and on Sunday." And we get the sweater, and about 6 months later, I get a call from my buddy that the guy I choked out, the guy he got an initial fight with that pushed against the truck, got in a bar fight and got stabbed in the eye with a broken beer bottle.
Damn.
And now he's blind in one eye.
out there.
Fuck.
Yeah, the guy that my buddy's trying to fight.
Well, maybe he shouldn't steal sweaters.
Or fuck people's fucking
Yeah.
side bitches.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Oh, yeah.
So that ended.
Fuck him.
So I was chewing tobacco on the floor, getting all these write-ups for fucking stupid shit at the
So
casino.
you came back and still had your job.
Came back, still had my job, but had to put in a resignation, and it kind of went in alignment with like a termination and a resignation.
So they gave you the option.
Gave me the option, and this is where my life really spiraled because that was during the 2009 recession. And I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? Unemployment ain't going to pay this rent in Redlands. Like,
no.
Redlands was expensive back then comparatively to, like, downtown Riverside. So I was like, what the fuck am I going to do? So ended up moving out of the apartment. I started doing opiates. Started fucking snorting Oxycontins with my buddies, and I went on like this big, long, fucking 6-month opiate bender, and it was fucked.
They were
like,
popular in that time.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah, those
Yeah.
80s.
Yeah.
You could fucking take those 80 milligram oxys. I don't recommend anybody do this.
Nope.
No, your
But-
your heartbeat would almost stop. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, you'd be fucking
Barf.
itching, but you'd be passing out all at the same time, and like
Destroy
we used to do
your
like
I had-
burners. Like
I had a buddy that would take them, and one time we went somewhere, and I didn't know like he was taking these, and he was like nodding. Like there was 3 of us, and he was taking one dude home. I was in the back seat, and he was like driving and nodding off, and I'm like, what the fuck's wrong with this guy? And then the buddy we were taking, they're both on the same program, so he's like, hey, you got to drive this dude. And I'm like, what the fuck am I gonna drive him? Like, what the fuck's wrong with him? No, you got to drive him. And this dude passed out, fucking everything. Took him back home. And then that's when I realized what was going on. But he was taking those big 80s. And dude, I just tripped out on it. Was a popular thing.
I used to snort them with Xanax.
08, 09, 010.
Wow, that's a roller
You
coaster.
put them in one of those potpourri or foot grinders, and you fucking take the green off with your spit, and then you'd fucking grind them down and
You had
grind
the
a-
Hulks?
Yeah,
Xanax
the Hulks.
bars?
Yeah, the Hulks. Yeah, the Hulks.
50
$50 a piece. Yeah, and dude, one time well, not one time, probably a couple times. Fucking, we'd all get fucked up, and I'd be like waiting for the first guy or for everyone to pass out, and then this girl, she used to googly eye me, and fucking some dude that was trying to get at her, he fucking passed out, and I fucked her. I was like, yeah, fuck this motherfucker. But that was fun, but it was bad.
But
It was
pill,
bad.
No, it was a bad pill thing for a while, especially in the recession.
It was bad,
all
bro.
that. I remember
It was
that.
bad. One of our buddies got hooked up federally, like fucking
For
fucking slanging them. He like got in trouble for conspiracy with ecstasy pills and oxys and shit. Fuck, man. I one night I got so fucked up, dude. We took a bunch of burners, or like 10 milligram pills, and we tried to snort them, and it was like fucking, like my nostrils were on fucking fire, dude. It was miserable. And then I went home and I wanted to get high some more. I wanted to get a little more high.
Yeah.
And so my parents had like Darvocet, fucking Vicodin, and I haven't looked in their cabinets for that type of shit since that happened, but that was like 2009-ish, and I found a bunch of fucking pills in their fucking medicine cabinet, like in the kitchen, and I fucking took a bunch of them, and I swear to God, bro, I fucking probably could have died that night, because the next day I woke up, bro, and I was so fucking sick when I woke up, like dope sick. Like my eyes were jittery. Like I was freaking out.
Sweaty, where you get all
Yeah, everything. Like you name it, I had it. And I was like, fucking, what the fuck is going on? So I was like, call my buddy, this federal guy he was already out, but I was like, hey, what do I do, bro? And he's like, well, you got 2 options. He's like, you can get high again, or you can tough it out and not be a bitch. And I was like, fuck, I'm just going to tough this shit. I don't want to go through this again. So I was sick for like 3 days, dope
kicking.
sick. Yeah, I was
Kicking it.
kicking, bro,
You're kicking
the
it.
opiates out of my system.
that's
You
what
know,
you
my
want.
opiate levels dropped substantially from what they were.
Yeah.
And so, like, God, he's goes into some kind of shock or
It's
something.
terrible, man. That's a terrible thing. When my mom and dad, they used to run men's rehabilitation homes, right?
Oh, yeah, yeah.
And so my dad used to have a whole other part, like a whole other section of the house where he had all the guys who just came off the street, did everything. So like they're kicking it. It take about 3 to 4 days. They're throwing up. They're shitting themselves. They're like, it's pretty wild, man.
Yeah, so this leads back into the working out. So I got away from that, and then I was messing around with some crazy chick, and I ended up moving in my buddy's pad, the demo guy.
Okay.
I moved into his pad in Wildemar, and he had a little grow house in the back that he was growing. He had fucking, he was growing weed, and he had fucking reservoirs, and this guy was smart as fuck. He had a master's in finance. His dad was an opiate addict, so his dad was like in and out of the business the whole time. So he was like going to college at Cal State, San Bernardino, to get a degree in business, and then he was running bulldozers at the same time, and then he was like, after that, he went and got his master's and was doing the same thing. So this guy was like a fucking genius, bro, like too smart for his own good. And now he's like a weirdo on a farm in Oklahoma. Like everybody, like he's like lost his mind. He doesn't even want to work anymore. He's just fucking, I don't know. I haven't talked to him in a long time. But I was living at his pad, and then things were just tough, man. Their family was struggling through the recession. So my buddy from Florida, this is like a year and a half later, my buddy's like, hey, bro, in 2010. He's like, hey, bro. Arrest in 2009, January of 2009. Summer of 2010, he's like, hey, you should move out here to Jacksonville Beach. And I was like, man, I don't know about that, dude.
I don't know, man.
But then I was like, Hooters girls. I was like, man, I got a fucking redemption, man. I got to go back for my redemption to Jacksonville Beach, Florida. And so I fucking packed my Chrysler 300, and I literally drove 15 hours to Van Horn, Texas. I slept for 5 hours. Got fucking 6-pack of Monster Mocha Locos, fucking couple packs of smokes, and I drove all the way to fucking Jacksonville, 28 hours, bro.
So it's 28 after that?
It was 15 and then another 28, dude.
Straight?
Just juiced, bro, like fucking on nicotine and caffeine, just fucking going through Louisiana again on my own. It was fucking gnarly. So I get out there, and like immediately when I get there, they're like, "Oh, we're getting in the cars 4 in the afternoon." They're like, "We're going to fucking the Gators, wherever the Gators."
The football.
The football, wherever Gainesville. We're going to Gainesville. My girlfriend's getting her tits done, and I was like, "What the fuck?" So I'm like, 28 hours. Now we're driving an hour south to Gainesville to pick his girlfriend up. Then we're bringing her back, and I don't know. No Hooters. But within 6 weeks, I meet some girl at Mellow Mushroom.
So you're there for a while.
I'm there for 6 months. So I meet some girl at Mellow Mushroom. My son's back at home. He's like, "You can make money out here." Tried to go work for Federal Bureau of Prisons. They're like, "Oh, hold on. Everything looks good, but you got arrested a year and a half ago. You got to wait 6 months to work for us." So I was like, "Fuck, I'm running out of money." Dude, it was crazy, bro. I can't even tell you what I was doing to fucking money wise, but we can talk about that off the air. But it was crazy, man. And I ended up meeting some girl out there. It was hella cool, man. She was like, she was an awesome chick. And I started dating her, and then my buddy's girlfriend was like, she's a bitch. They're not together anymore. He's okay if I say that. But
she's a fucking bitch.
She was a hater, bro.
Yeah,
I think she wanted us to fucking tag team her.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
but she was mad. Yeah, she was mad, bro. So I met this girl, and it was going well. So I was like, man, I'm going to date this chick. And I ended up moving out, and I moved into a house with some guys I met at the gym. These guys were like personal trainers, bodybuilders. They did physique shows and shit. They were my age, 20s. And they were all running gear. So fucking started going to gym like fucking twice a day, bro. I was going to gym in the morning, and then I was going to gym in the evening. And then I was working like suited security at some new restaurant they were opening called Blackfin. It was pretty dope. So I was doing that, and I was fucking running tests and Sustanon, and that was my first time. So I got big as fuck, dude, like hella big. And I was like, oh, I like this shit. Yeah. Came home and visited around Christmas, Thanksgiving, see my son, and then went back, and I ended up getting a Class A license because I grew up around that, because I couldn't figure out what the fuck to do. So I went and got a Class A license, and then I ended up going out on the road for an outfit out of Texas like 6 months after I moved to Florida. But I took dumbbells on my truck. I became a lease operator. Took dumbbells on my truck, so I always stayed in shape, and I always liked how I looked and the attention I got when I was in shape. It was like big for me, and I recognized it. It was very recognizable. So I went out truck driving. Needless to say, that relationship I was truck driving on the road for 2 years, and that relationship with that girl obviously it ended because she was fucking college, Jack's Beach, 4 a.m. they're at a house party, 2 a.m. bar, fucking people are yelling in the background. I'm going to bed in my truck like 2 a.m. like, what are you doing, babe? And they're like, come on, Sarah, let's go, you stupid bitch. And then they're like, Jimmy's coming too. And I'm like, who the fuck is Jimmy?
Jimmy.
Fucking Jimmy.
Fucking Jimmy, dude. Jimmy's like,
Jimmy.
Don't worry, bro, I'll take care of her. Fuck you.
Yeah.
Fuck you.
I'm 25 years old, and Jimmy is going to fucking, got his mandingo over there in fucking Jack's Beach, and I'm like fucking, 25, like, please don't fucking and then like phones off at fucking 8 a.m. I'm like, just all I'm picturing her just getting face slathered like a fucking Cinnabon,
For sure.
I'm like, what the fuck, dude?
She's getting pounded out at the local sorority.
Dude, I'm telling you, bro. And I was fucking losing it, so I finally just like, her old coworker that she worked at a hotel. She was like a hotel clerk.
And she worked at a hotel?
Easy access to the rooms.
I can get us a room.
Yeah, bro. So
down, Jimmy.
her old coworker was always texting her wanting to fucking do this shit's crazy, bro. Her coworkers wanting to fucking hang out with her and shit. She's like, I can't, like my boyfriend and shit.
That's what she told you.
Yeah, that's what she told. That's what she was telling me.
Yeah.
And here we go.
Yeah. Yeah, while you're on the road,
this is like Splash Mountain, dude.
I'll bring home a steady fucking income.
Yeah.
And your ass is out there fucking sitting on dick.
just taking
just getting raw dogged all the time, dude.
Yeah.
fucking sororities.
I pull in for like Valentine's Day. 'Cause mind you, I went out on the road like in December. I pull in for Valentine's Day, and I was like, I did some like cute gay shit, flower petals on the floor, and it was cool. We were fucking doing our thing for 3 or 4 days. I was having a blast, and that doesn't mean I wasn't gonna get the bottom of what the fuck's going on. Is she fucking slanging her puss on fucking Saturday nights at Jack's Beach, or is she not? Right. So she gets in the shower, and my dumb ass goes through her phone, and of course this idiot from her work, this fucking dude's like, please just let me spend the night. Like I can't stay here anymore. And she's like, I can't. And he's like, yeah, I'll sleep on your floor. And she's like, well, when my boyfriend leaves, we'll talk about it. And I was like, what the fuck? I was like, well, I was basing everything right off of how I am, but I wouldn't admit to that, but I was like, well, I would be like, hey, this floor's not fucking comfortable. I slept under rugs when I was a teenager in high school at my buddy's mom's house when I was fucked up. Like, I need to sleep in a bed, bitch. Like, I'm not fucking sleeping on the floor. And so that was what I would do. So immediately I'm like, nah, bro, like, this motherfucker ain't coming over here. So what was I going to do? Fucking tell my employer, like, hey, I'm not coming back. I got to keep this fucking dude. No, I was like, fuck it. I guess this is just, I'm going to have to break this shit off.
It's not worth it.
So I fucking left, but I didn't break it off. I didn't say anything because I wanted to keep fucking her before I left because it was good. Yeah. So I fucking leave. Psychopath, dude. Psycho.
Understandable.
Like anybody in the right mind would be like, he's a nut, dude.
I'm mad, but we're fucking.
Yeah, but we're fucking. Yeah. So I leave.
He had to get the best out of the situation.
Yeah, so I leave, and then a couple days later, I'm like in this training truck with this fucking gay dude. This is crazy. Dude, my life's a roller coaster. And my buddy's like, Don Gaines? He's like, dude, that's gay as fuck, bro. I was like, dude, he keeps trying to buy me beer when we pull over at night at the truck stop. And I was like, I keep telling him no. And then like he was watching porn one night, and I could hear it, and I was like, hey, man. I like looked down at his bed. I was on the top bunk when I was in training with him, and I was like, hey, bro, fucking turn that shit off, dude. I don't want to fucking hear that, bro. And he's like, oh, sorry.
He's trying to bait you.
Dude, he's trying to bait me, bro. And so when I left his truck, I was like, he was like, we got to drive back to Dallas. And I was like, nah, bro, I'm riding back to Dallas. Because he was tripping. He's like,
he got mad.
He's like, you ready to drive? I was like, yeah. And he's like, all right, man, I'm going to go in the truck stop and get a coffee. And then, it'll be time to swap because I was day driver. And I was going through like 4 weeks of training with this final phase. I was like 7 weeks total, but 3 with this original guy who was cool as fuck. But this guy, 4 weeks. And I was towards the end. I had like a week left. And this is right before I went back to Florida and found all that shit out. So I was like telling him, he's like asking me all the time, oh, your girlfriend? And I was like, yeah. He's like constantly questioning me, but I was like, yeah, fucking, she's great. And so we switched drivers, and then he's like, I came back from the truck stop, I got like some chicken fingers or something. And he's like, what's wrong with you, bro? And I'm like, what do you mean? He's like, it's always about you, like you and your girlfriend. And I'm like, well, you fucking ask me, bro, so I'm gonna tell you. And then he's like, he's all jealous, weird. So finally, I got tired. Like I went in the back of the truck. I was like, dude, I'm gonna go in the sleeper, bro. You can just you can figure this shit out. And he said, you're being all right. I told him, dude, you're being childish, and like from the sleeper. And he was like, you're a little bitch. And I was like, and I popped through the fucking curtains, and I was like, what the fuck did you say to me, dude? And he's like, well, I said you're a little bitch because you told me I'm a little bitch. I said, I didn't say you're a little bitch. I said, you're fucking childish. I said, but you know what? You are a little bitch. I was like, he's like, we got to drive back to Dallas. I said, I'm riding back to Dallas. You can fucking drive there. And so I ended up booking a plane flight like in fucking Wisconsin. And then 2 days later, I was so good at like truck driving and like mapping out where I was going. Like my directional skills have been great since I was a kid. And so I was like, dude, we're going to hit this town. This is where we're going to pull over. We're going to spend the night. I'm going to get out that fucking truck. I'm going to catch this fucking flight. I got out the truck. I caught a fucking 18-hour layover at the airport, sleeping on my fucking the floor on my bag. And I put my suitcase, and I fucking went back to Florida. And I was like, yeah, I was excited, right? I'm like, I'm going to go fuck my girlfriend. It's going to be great.
Hooters.
And and then this guy's like, yeah, I'll sleep on your floor, like right before I went back to Dallas. And I was like, fuck. So I got in my own truck.
Wow.
A couple of days later, I fucking sent this guy pictures of her tits. The guy that wanted to fucking sleep on her floor. And I was like, you know what, bro? You wanted her so bad? Here, bro. You can fucking have her, dude. And she wasn't cool with that, bro. Not at all.
So this man got
Psychopath.
sexually harassed.
Yeah,
sexually
psychopath,
harassed by.
as he said.
He got sexually harassed by a gay truck driver. Right?
Yeah.
Okay, this is Bobo's week right now.
Can't make this shit up, dude.
No, this is this is
His
Bobo's
girl was
week.
getting hit on.
Look at it. This is Bobo's week. Okay, he's driving across steel across America. Right, he's a truck driver. Okay, and then his instructor's trying to fuck, and it's a man. And like you said, he's trying to bait him, bro. Like, hey, come down here. Like, come on. Should just let him blow you, Bobby. Fuck it. It's not gay. It's a dominant thing. I'd be like, get over here. I'll cheer you up.
You didn't do it.
It's that good old saying,
I'd be like,
Bobby.
get over here, dude.
I'm not gay, but my boyfriend is.
I would have been like, get over here and blow me. Come here. Get your fucking trucker hat on. But anyways, no. This man got sexually harassed, goes home, and is literally the guy from fucking Old School. Remember the dude shows up like, hey, I'm here for the orgy?
Yeah.
That's my phone. That's literally what happened to this guy, dude. What a fucking week. And no Hooters.
And I'm surprised I didn't go look for an opiate dealer and fucking wherever the fuck I was at that moment in my life. Because it was fucked. So what I was doing for 2 years, this shit's crazy. And my wife will get to that, but like she knows my fucking body count. Or like she don't give a fuck, dude. But I was driving around for fucking basically a year and a half being a shit dad because I would go home for 2 days and I would leave for another 5. But I was trying to make money, right? But it's not like I was driving for 2 hours and I would pull over and fuck off. And I was top notch, bro. Like I've always been top, like next level in my life where I'm like trying to do more, you know, and trying to be the best. And so I was fucking, every time I would stop, 8 hours, 9 hours driving, I was on time with my loads, always ahead of time. But I would go to these local bars, you know, and fucking meet broads, and I was fucking all over the country. It was fun as fuck, dude. 25 years old, jacked. They're like, you're not a truck driver, bro.
That poor instructor, dude. That poor instructor. He's with him like, I want to fuck him. Bobby's over there just pulling tail. And he's like, what about me?
And I'm in his truck and couldn't even close it, bro.
Yeah.
Somebody need to teach that guy how to close, bro, because he was not good.
You're a little bitch.
He tried to bait me with a fucking tall can of Bud Light.
Mean.
I could picture Bobby popping through the curtains like, dude, what?
Like
I was fucking like, what the fuck did you
white,
say?
hey,
juiced
juice
up?
up, white boxers for sure, right?
Yeah,
White boxers. Hey, and he's like, holy shit, he's hot.
I can
Imagine. Bobby's like, I'm not fucking you, little bitch. He's like, oh my god.
This is like a little cubicle
my
this big too, huh?
Yeah, it just testosterone's
80 square inches or whatever the fuck.
It's
80
a
inch
lot of
sleeper.
fucking testosterone, a lot of estrogen.
Not square inches, but 80 inch sleeper.
Oh my
Right.
god, I hope he's Catholic.
It's a fucking fiberglass prison, dude, is what it is, dude.
He's like,
And then
I
you
want-
got some dude that's trying to fuck you.
Yeah,
You're
I
like-
mean, fuck, dude.
you like go to open the door and the door's locked. Like you're like, what the fuck?
I
It's
feel
like a fucking like a horror movie, dude.
I feel for him.
So I go out on the road on my own for a couple years. Go ahead.
So Bobby's somebody's trying to fuck Bobby, and somebody's trying to fuck his girl at the same time. He's in this
Fuck.
fucking predicament.
Losing my shit. So I'm like, let me just go
You just
fuck
let him
the,
blow
let me
you.
just go
You just
fuck
let him
the
blow you.
country for a little while, you know. So, dude,
got it back.
we could be here for hours, like 8 hours. But I end up like I was fucking some girl in Wyoming, and Mom said there was nothing out there, and she was a psychopath. Like I fucked her in my truck one night. She was left the clerk. She was a clerk, and I was like, "Hey, where's the ice cream at?" And she's like, "It's right in front of you." And I was like, "Oh, whoa, would you look at that?" And she's like, "You're not from here." And I was like, "No, I'm not." And she's
wanna
like,
fuck?
"You want to hang out later?" And I was like, she was 19, I was 25. I was like, "Fuck yeah." She's like, "I'm originally from Fallbrook." And I was like, "You're a long way from Fallbrook, baby." So
Took her back to your
I
truck.
took her in my truck, and
Hell
then
yeah.
and then like
Had the airbag.
we finished. Yeah.
working.
Instructor just
We
beat listening.
finished, and fucking a truck pulled up with like, it's like every fucking amber light. I was like, oh god, what is that, you know? And she's like, oh, it's my dad. And I was like,
fuck.
what the fuck? I was like, dude, I thought my life was gonna end. And so like it was like pulled up bobtailed, yeah, like in front of my truck at the truck stop. And so she's like, I gotta go. And she got out and went to her dad's truck. And I was like, what the fuck?
You just took off?
Well, yeah, so she texted me and she's like, my dad was looking for me, and my coworker said they looked at the cameras after I left work, because it's a little tiny fucking town, bro. They have like one gas station, one Love's gas station, and like Mobile's on the other side of the freeway of I-80. And so she was like, my dad was looking for me, and they looked at the cameras and they saw me get in your truck. So my dad pulled up to your truck because the clerks inside told them where she was at. And so like I got sketched, bro, and I was fucking like, I was ready to. My time said I could leave, but I was gonna sleep like another fucking 2 or 3 hours and then go. I fucking got in my truck and I fucking pulled that 53-foot trailer out of that truck stop so fast and I fucking left because I was in the middle of Wyoming. All I could think of was like Jeepers Creepers or some shit.
I hate that movie, bro.
Jeepers Creepers. The first one was pretty
fucking
good.
hate that
More
movie.
corny.
That
the
movie
second
scares
one.
the shit out of me.
We're building a Jeepers Creepers fucking caricature 7-foot guy at my house right now for Halloween. Me and my wife.
Are you?
Are you guys
Yeah.
into Halloween?
Yeah, fuck
guys
yeah.
go all out?
Big
All
horror.
out? All
All
out?
out. All
Okay.
out. All
All
out.
right.
Balls to the wall, dude. We're starting now.
That's cool.
Yeah, so I get on the road and this fucking guy fucking comes by me in his bobtail about 35 minutes later through like Cheyenne, Wyoming, like fucking passing me, and I was like,
He had some power? Or
oh yeah, it was like midnight, bro, and I was like, oh my god, dude, I'm gonna fucking die out here, dude. Like I didn't have a gun or anything. Like I was like,
same
I could
guy?
think of as like a fucking
The dad?
Desert Eagle, yeah, like a revolver or something, 460. Like this guy's just gonna blast
He's
this
on
thing
that
out the
one
window.
movie, Joyride.
That's what I was
Dude,
told.
the
nail.
dad, bro.
Yeah.
The dad, bro. Fucking blew.
Kane.
This
Yeah.
motherfucker. This motherfucker blew by me so fast, and fuck, man, I ended
I'm
up,
sorry, I fucked your daughter.
dude. I ended up going back there a couple times, and then she was a drunk bitch, and I got tired of that. And then I met people all over, man. Like I met people at a bar. And
So you
fucking-
had regulars on your routes?
That's what
I
I'm
had
getting.
regular.
That's what I'm
I had
getting
like
from
13
Bob's story
regulars
right
on
now.
my route.
So wherever you're going, you had
Arizona, fucking Texas. I had 2 in Texas. Those broads hate each other, but that's because I was fucking. both
Is
of them.
everything bigger in Texas?
Do only steers in
Some things
Come on,
are.
Texas.
They
That
say
steak place sucks.
They say everything's bigger
The
in
Big
Texas.
Texan, that place is trash. I've been there. It's in Amarillo. It's fucking garbage. Or
I
it's yeah, it's called the Big Texan. They have like a 72-ounce steak challenge or some
Ooh.
shit.
So if you could live anywhere you like, right here in Cali? Like if nothing was an
Joe,
option,
come on.
you'd be comfortable.
That's a lot of
and go
meat,
where you wanna
dog.
go.
I've got property in Oklahoma, and so my buddy's family that I grew up with, they've got they had 2,200 acres, and it's called Slaughterville, Oklahoma. And I used to go out there as a teenager for like weeks, and I fucking loved it out there. So I ended up buying property in Oklahoma last year, and one of our buddies, Adam and I, he lives in one of my houses out there.
Okay.
And super cool. I love Oklahoma. I love the Midwest. If I could live anywhere immediately and not have to worry about a thing, I'd probably live in like Florida because it's close to
started.
well,
It just
Hooters
keeps
girls,
going back
but
there.
I know I can't get away from Florida, bro.
He's like Hooters.
I gotta fuck that girl.
Yeah. She's like, I'm a grandma.
I got a wife, but
I'm a grandma.
Yeah.
That's
Hey, buddy, get this out of my system, please.
She's
Like,
cool. I'm still trying to sign her up for the sister wife program. It's cool, bro.
She's coming with me.
Aren't we all?
Isn't it crazy when you watch those fucking shows? They're like, go get her, babe. I'm like, God damn, that's so fucking awkward.
I watched like fucking 8 seasons of that one with
90 Day Fiance. That's weird.
my wife. Watches that shit. That
weird.
shit's great. I don't even watch it. She
So you're
watches
really
it.
into horror movies?
Yeah.
I can't do horror movies.
Top
bro.
five.
I
Top
can't
five.
do
Top
horror.
five.
Top 5 horror movies?
Talk to me,
Oh, that's a
Goose.
lot. I mean,
Top
fucking
1 or 2?
Freddy Krueger movies
This is
are.
a movie buff.
Oh yeah, Freddy Krueger movies are fucking
Nightmare
are
on Elm
out of
Street.
this world. Nightmare on Elm Street's a good one. Let's see what else. Well, I'm gonna tell you top 3 right out the gates.
Come
Fucking
on.
House of a Thousand Corpses.
Okay.
That shit's getting blasted across my back right now. I got
Okay.
Fishboy across my whole lower back.
Okay.
Fucking Otis, Baby Firefly. Fucking. I got Captain Spaulding's finished on my back right now.
Okay.
And so we're doing a big piece on that. Devil's Rejects.
Ooh, good movie.
Fucking.
That's
That's
good. I hate
probably
that
that's
movie.
probably my
Good
favorite,
fucking movie.
dude.
That's a
Hate
twisted
that
movie.
That
That's
one's
that's
wild.
probably my
It's too
favorite,
fucked
dude.
up for me.
And then 3 from Hell was good, but it didn't beat, House of a Thousand or Devil's Rejects.
Okay.
And rest in peace, Sid Haig. He fucking died, and I didn't get to meet him. But I got to meet the black guy that ran the brothel at Midsummer Scream last weekend, and he signed a fucking photo for me and shit.
that's dope.
He
Right
was
on.
fucking cool as fuck, and met another guy, Andy. Fucking what's his name from Lost and from. I don't remember what the fuck he's from, but it was cool. I went to Midsummer Scream in Long Beach last weekend.
Is
My
that
wife
what-
and I did
Is that like a
horror convention.
Oh, okay.
And they have haunted houses, and they did like a
Very
Lionsgate.
cool.
Fucking, it was
Very
badass. But House of a Thousand Corpses, Devil's Rejects. I'm not gonna put 3 from Hell in there because it was like whatever.
That's pretty good. It's random.
it's-
It's not.
yeah.
It's not typical. Like Halloween and fucking
Right.
Chucky.
Scream. Yeah, like nah, bro.
Good fucking movie.
Yeah. So those two.
Original.
Scream 3 is goddamn good. Watch it again. I was watching it the other day again. Stone. I'm like, God damn, this movie is good. Nev Campbell, hot. Yes or no?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nev Campbell. Remember Nev Campbell?
Back in the day.
Party of Five.
Remember Wild Things?
Wild Things. You remember Wild Things when she made out with Charlie? God bless you, Charlie Sheen. Charlie Sheen's ex, Denise Richards. They made out. Oh my god, dude! A lot of kids
in the pool.
jerked off to that one.
Yeah,
Fuck yeah.
Everybody was trying to watch that movie.
What was his name? Matt
Just the
Dillon,
cover
Matt
itself
Damon.
was good.
I remember that one movie too. We'd all try to at least Monsters Ball.
Oh yeah.
I never seen
Holly
that.
Berry gets plowed out by Billy Bob. Yeah.
I never seen that.
Oh, bro.
Dude, 2-minute scene. I'm like fucking 15. Fucking just
She's
destroying my shit.
yeah.
to that.
Billy Bob Thornton pounds her out.
Yeah, I didn't know he had it in him, dude.
Bro,
I didn't know he had it in him.
He's a stallion.
Yeah, I was like, God damn. Hey, he got Angelina, bro. So remember, what was it like?
Have you seen
award
that
show?
Have you
Like,
seen the
we fucked
interview?
in the
They're
car.
like they're making out.
Yeah, that's
what
what like we fucked in the car on the way over here. I'm like,
oh,
Jesus
bro.
Christ, Laura Croft.
So we got the 2 Rob Zombie movies, and then the Freddy Nightmare on Elm Street's just, dude. I don't know, that shit's scary as fuck.
It still is.
That shit's scary.
It's pretty gnarly, man.
That shit's scary
The
as fuck.
character, he's scary.
The character that the role he plays is. So I have like an authentic.
Did you ever fucked with the Lost Boys?
No.
You never. Oh fuck! I love
That's a
Lost
good
Boys.
one,
That's
but
a
not
Lost
like
Boys.
scary.
Right.
Yeah.
Oh,
13 Ghosts.
That's a good movie.
13 Ghosts is
Good
one of my
movie.
top 5.
It's a good movie.
That's a
The
fucking.
guy from Scream's in it.
That's a gnarly fucking
Yeah.
movie. Like if you ever watched it, like when I was young, when I watched it, I was like that shit kind of freaked
Is that
me
the one in the
fuck out.
house?
That's
a
the one with
glass
that, and it
house.
like locks down, and they're
There's a
stuck in
bunch
there.
of story, like people and story.
Yeah,
that
they
one's
captured him
yeah,
and shit.
it's
That's where they
scary.
stored him.
Yeah,
That's
and
a
then
good movie.
I'm gonna leave 5 open, not like one individual movie, but like the types of movies I like. I like a lot of the Saw movies where that fucking dude pushes that broad in the fucking needles and shit, and I was like, oh my god.
Saw.
And and
What's
then
the new one? Jigsaw now or Jigsaw?
I haven't seen it yet, but it's out.
Did
But
you watch
those were good when they started,
Just the
you
first
know.
one.
Would you saw
But
your?
I'm just a
Did you
big
watch
horror
Hostel?
movie buff.
Would you saw your
Watch
leg
Hostel?
off? Would you saw your leg off?
Oh yeah, I've seen Hostel.
Yeah.
When I
Yeah.
saw my leg
If
off.
you're in that situation, would you saw your fucking leg off? Remember the first one?
Fuck, who knows until you're in that situation, dude? That's fucking.
Bobby's like, I'm biting that motherfucker.
Fuck, I don't know, dude.
You never know until you're in it.
I don't even know
I
if
can't
I
even
could.
say
One thing I
bro.
noticed about Bobby's whole story, even though he's like, my life, blah, blah, this guy always gets laid. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
This
yeah.
guy gets tailed. So he'd be in that saw room,
Yeah.
like, I'm going to saw this fucking leg off.
He's like, hey,
And
you
then I'm
wanna
gonna fuck that bitch. And then barely, she's alive.
and then I'm out.
I'm gonna give it. I'm
She's
gonna
been looking at me all night,
give
dude.
it googly eyes.
He's like, I know you want it.
For anybody in the world, don't give
It's
googly
the,
eyes.
yeah, he's like, it's my driving instructor all over again. I know you
Yeah.
want it.
But yeah, I'm a big horror movie buff.
Right on,
Like,
bro.
I love
Right.
horror. Like I said, I'm getting that house with 1,000 on my back. I'm just recently linked up with Helen Company. I don't know if you guys been seeing that at all on the platform Instagram. By the way, my Instagram is at the Bobby Kerwin, BOBBYKERWIN on Instagram. So if you want to check me out, but I've been collabing with Helen Company, so they do that style of art, and they've
Dope.
put them on shirts, and they're fucking
Dope.
blowing up. And my barber, he's got every fucking horror piece on his body. His name's Jay, and this dude got kind of in bed with those guys, and then Adam and I did some shootout in Midsummer Screen. We did a shoot with one of their shirts.
Is that shirt with the
Says
red?
Far
here?
From Heaven, on it. And so we shot it over to him, and he fucking put me in his shop like right away, and he put me as like his.
So you're more into like slashers, huh? Yeah.
Yeah, slashers and gore.
Gore.
Yeah.
Like gory stuff. But
You ever do like the man? You know, it was a good one. It wasn't a horror movie. I put it on the same level as 32 Ghosts. Remember The Faculty?
I never
That
saw
was
that.
a badass movie. Dude.
never
When
saw
all
that.
The
The
teachers
pool.
were,
Wasn't the pool like the
teachers were all
the
fucking
pool-
aliens and shit?
Yeah, but the pool's the culprit with the cover.
Yeah. And then the T-1000, Robert Patrick was in it. Remember? That was a good fucking movie. It came out around the time 13
I know
Ghosts,
what you
think.
did last summer.
Oh, that was a good movie too.
What was the one?
Jennifer Hughes.
What was the one where they kept avoiding death?
Oh,
Final
Final Destination.
Yeah. Those are
That shit was
wild.
crazy. I still think about shit like that.
Especially on the freeway. I'm like, oh no, wood truck. Remember
Just
the wood
in general, yeah.
Dude, what about that one with the cable that goes across the freeway? And they run through it with the bus, and it just cuts them all in half.
Oh my God, dude.
I think about that all the time.
You know what I saw that was gory recently? And it was one of the best series, and I wasn't really into it when it started it, but Vikings. I just
good?
watched that. I just binge watched
It's
that whole
super
thing.
it's popular right
Shit's
now.
super gory, dude, and it was fucking awesome. Yeah, I love all that medieval shit. My in-laws do.
You're a
like
Game
that.
of Thrones guy?
No, I've never seen it.
Nah, me neither.
No, never seen
Zero
it.
interest.
No.
Joe, you like
No.
it? Oh yeah, you do like it. Huh?
I watched the first.
You like that House of Dragon shit?
He loves it. He likes.
I watched the first season. I haven't watched the second. I kind of died out on it.
Yeah, we're big horror buffs at home. My wife likes horror, and I think I like it a little more than her because I tried to start decorating recently, and she was like, not till the first week of September or whatever. And I was like, fuck that. I was like, we've got skulls on these pillars in front of my pad. Okay. I lived in a little 1,000 square foot house in Riverside for the last 7 years. And then I started my online coaching business last year. I'll get over to that, like the beginning of that. But we fucking were doing really well. And so, we sold our pad in Riverside, our 1,000 square foot house that my daughter was raised in from the time she was like, basically 6 months old. Well, about 10 months when we moved in there, all the way up until, 7. And my son spent his adolescent years and teenage years in that home too. And then we moved into like pretty much a brand new house in Corona Hills. 3 times the size in January, and fucking it's badass, dude. Like we got a badass front yard with like stairs going up to the house, and we got these pillars, and we got these fucking skulls, these clay skulls on there, and like it's fucking sick, dude. Our whole life has changed, and unfortunately my son shipped out the Marines the day after we moved, so he like grew up in that little shitty house, and then we moved to this big ass house, and then he left. So he's probably like, what the fuck, man? Like, I felt like that when my parents bought a boat, like this new boat. I grew up in this old shitty boat. And then when I went to the service, they bought a new fucking wakeboard boat. And I was like, what the fuck? I'm not even there. Right. And I was like jealous,
My parents did the same thing, dude. They got a big ass house, dude. It's like $1 million now. Like, I was there for like 6 months and I was like, oh, I'm leaving.
Yeah. It's like, just damn it, fucked. I'm like, this is bullshit. You guys are doing this on purpose.
Yeah.
But so we moved and we're going to decorate. And it's an HOA. It's a small 50 unit HOA. Which is cool. They're chill, like, because it's so small. But I'm like, I'm just waiting for them.
You're going to have your little girl on Halloween?
I don't have her. I have her week on, week off. So she just went home Monday. She'll be back next Monday. I saw her. I went to her school this morning because she asked me, like, and my wife.
First day of school?
Yeah, because my wife's been helping raise my daughter since she was 5 months old.
This is that she knows.
So she knows. That's her mom. That's her mommy. She calls her mommy. My baby mama hates it, and she says that's not her mom, and she tries to like fucking brainwash her, and no, that's her fucking mom because she's raised her like, and they have a very good like very tight bond, and so she was like, hey, can you guys come for first day of school? And we're like yeah, fuck for sure, because I work from home, and my wife is the office manager for you guys know Crown Toyota. Mm-hmm. Yeah, my wife's the office manager for that place.
In Claremont? Or?
The one in Harupa.
Oh, Harupa.
Yeah, John Elway Toyota. Mm-hmm. Yeah, she's the business office manager for that place. So she makes kind of like she can move her schedule around. So we went and saw my daughter this morning, but we will have her through like the Halloween holiday, just not Halloween itself. But my daughter's into all that shit. She loves like Wednesday. That's she like loves fucking like Halloween shit. She's like wanting to go to Not Scary Farm, but then we were walking through Indiana Jones the other day, just her and I, and she was like, Dad, I'm scared like going like through the line like to get on to like where they put you in the car. Yeah, like it's all kind of like cavey and shit. And I was like, babe, you can't go to Not Scary Farm. You're still too scared of like the stuff that's nothing right here. Yeah, but our whole family, like my wife, my son, my daughter, we're horror buffs. We're getting ready to go through like what they call 3111, which is a child custody evaluation. It's my second one in 8 years. I didn't motion on that. Mom did, but I'm trying to opt out of it, but she wants to keep going, so I'm like, fuck it. Like, I'm just going to show them all the docs that there's a problem here. There's unilateral co-parenting. There's unilateral parenting situation going on here, not a co-parenting, and I'm trying to establish the co, and you're resistant to it. So I don't tell her that. I'm just like, all right, fuck, we'll do this then. If this is what you want to do. Yeah. Yep. And so, yeah, I mean, we got to get our house ready for like an evaluation, so we don't have pictures up yet. We moved in January, like, it takes fucking 20 years to put your house together and then you sell it, so we're like still fucking decorating, like we're going to decorate our loft. We picked up some badass posters of like 5 different movies or 4 different movies from the show, the convention. Yeah. So we got like $20 posters they had printed out, framed their movie posters. Yeah, that's and so
I got those in my house.
Yeah, so we're going to put those up in our loft, and like my wife's picking up all this fucking like decor for like Halloween, but we're gonna actually decorate our house like that.
Yeah. So for me, my thing is like 80s action. 80s
action. Yeah.
Arnold, Rocky, Rambo, Terminator.
And you decorate your pad like that.
Yeah. So I have I go to like some of the the auctions or whatever. I got vintage Cobra with Stallone, the 1980. I forgot what year it came out. But that poster, it's all red with him with an Uzi with a cigarette in his mouth.
That's fucking sick.
I got the vintage Predator with Arnold. I got the vintage artwork.
This guy's got some of that shit on his leg. You probably would know what that is.
It's all over my body.
What's it called, Adam?
I got Predator right here, baby. He's right here on the elbow. Yeah. Are you gonna see the new one, the Romulus? It looks pretty damn good. I'll be there Thursday to watch that motherfucker. But yeah, all that 80s stuff. Yeah, I got that framed. RoboCop, fucking Predator, Terminator.
sick.
Yeah, that's those are my things.
Yeah, we're big horror buffs, and so we're gonna start decorating our house here before they come do the evaluation. So there's pictures and fucking decorate. She's like, "Are you sure you want to do it like that?" And I told her,
Hell yeah.
I don't give a fuck. Like, what am I gonna decorate it in flowers and pretend like I like flowers and they leave and I change it? Like, oh, this is just who I am. Is it against the law for me to like fucking like
Slashers?
Are gothic people against the law? Like, that's about as discriminating as you can fucking get. You know what I mean? It's just like they're letting people fucking cut their fucking dicks off nowadays, and they're okay with it. So why the fuck can't I put a fucking spider web picture frame or a fucking coffin mirror in my house? Like, you know, like what the fuck?
It's crazy. You gotta expose your life to like for this type of shit. Like you have to open up your doors.
I gotta spend all this
house.
fucking money, dude, to fucking say like, hey, I'm a good dad.
I feel you.
Like I want to take her to the. This new fucking thing was initiated because of daddy-daughter dance. It was in February, and this fucking bitch wouldn't answer my fucking message on the talking app that we use, which I've always been cool. I've never come out of pocket on there, but she wouldn't answer me to take her to daddy-daughter dance, and my daughter wanted to go, and it was her first one, and all her friends were going, and her mom wouldn't respond, and I told my wife after like I spent like a year fucking like, all right, fuck, I'll file another motion, like fuck, like my daughter deserves to go to this, and I deserve as her father to take her and give her that experience.
Absolutely.
We deserve that as a unit, and I wasn't letting that down. They ran out of tickets, and I fucking got them to print 2 new ones because I was like, "What do you guys want? You guys want $1,000? Mind you, this is February. With my online coaching business in February, I made $25,000. I mean, for an average person making $1,600 a week take home as a blue collar, I was an electrician, blue collar trade worker. $25,000 a month versus fucking $7,000 a month. That's a big fucking difference.
Yeah,
for sure.
And so I was like, "What do you guys want? I need you guys to print 2 tickets. I mean, I don't know what the holdup is here. Like,
How do we figure it out?
yeah, we're doing this." And so I filed a motion. A couple days later, Mom got notified that I retained my attorney again after 6 years of retaining the same attorney. She's gangster. Don Signs. Shout out to Don Signs. And they got me some tickets, and I took my daughter to the dance because now we're going back into court. And so we've been doing that. It's cost me $15,000 this year so far. We are going to like a new hearing in a couple weeks, and then we have this evaluation at the end of the year because they're backed up and blah, blah, blah. And the court system's fucked. California systems are fucked. DMV, EDD, you name it, it's fucked. But I'm trying to just get through it, and I do my best to play by all the rules because they have rules.
Yep.
And he who has the gold, guess what? He makes all the fucking rules. So we're doing that, but yeah, man, it's been an interesting.
Isn't it crazy how the fathers who want to be involved, the fathers who want to be hands-on,
they get like neglected the most,
yeah.
or go through the most hoops to be
You guys get the most resistance.
Yeah.
I've always said, cause going through my divorce and that fucking hell, it's the best way to put it is you're not gonna hurt me. You're not gonna hurt me, but you're gonna use my blood to hurt me. You're gonna use my kids. You're gonna use my kids as a weapon.
That's all they have.
Right.
Yeah, because whatever bullshit you pull, whatever fucking shit you flip, anything you try to do, I'm gonna take it with my fucking chin up. But it's gonna hurt me when you use my babies against me. And I've always said, God, for the guys, hey, first of all, fuck the deadbeat dads out there. But you know what?
Yeah, fuck you.
But one thing they do got it right, bro. The fact that they can just turn their head and not even deal with it.
And they're like forcing these children on these deadbeat dads. Like, you need to take your kids. And then to me, they're like, well,
the ones who are fighting for
why we should give them to you. And I'm like, but I already have them. I should have had her for 4 years part-time.
Yeah.
Well, I won't say part-time. I don't like that word. 50% of the time with household school of choice, using my house for school. Like, why do I need to prove anything to you? What do I need to prove to you? Yep. She bears the burden of proof because she wants to do all this bullshit. Yep. Let her prove to you why I shouldn't be able to do X, Y, and Z. But it's not. It's a money grab. It's a money grab. Yeah. And then from the mom's standpoint, it's a possessive thing. They're those are possessions to them. That's not like
It's a narcissistic.
It's narcissism.
Yeah.
It's crazy as fuck.
A narcissistic parent uses their child. They love their love. What did I saw this on something. It said they love their kids for different reasons, not because they love them. They love them because it gives them access. It gives them
power.
ability.
It gives them power.
You know, and I've
fucking
dealt with
insane,
that.
dude.
I've dealt with that. And
So
terrible.
yeah, so that's kind of what's currently going on. But you know, over the years, I self-medicated using cannabis and alcohol or fucking women over the years, like even before my daughter, because I was doing the same thing with my son. You know, it was like self-sabotaging behaviors, and that caused a lot of self-limiting belief. That shit ain't gonna get me high, is it?
No.
Okay, because
That's just to wet your whistle.
Hey, bro, if this shit gets me high, bro, I'm gonna fucking end up calling fucking 911 and telling me to go to the hospital.
No.
Everybody's going to jail.
Don't worry.
We're dropping them off out the gate.
Yeah.
And unintentionally.
Then we're gonna call 911. But there's some crazy man at our gate.
Help! There's a white man.
I will fucking probably
White
shit
man.
myself.
And he's jacked too. He's got his shirt off for some reason.
He keeps saying Hooters.
Said his name's Buck.
His name's Buck, and he likes to fuck. He said, "Call Guatemala."
Something about Florida.
He's in love.
He's all
Oh my God.
Hooters.
So yeah, a lot of self-inflicting pain, dude. What were you gonna ask me?
What made you go like full time fun size? You know, coaching.
Yeah, so
how did that
you
go?
know, I met my wife 7 years ago, and I was going through a lot of health issues. I was like IBS, post-traumatic anxiety disorder, fucking. I was having a shitload of issues. I was like having to get endoscopies. I was fucking. Felt like I was having heart attacks, but they were like bad acid reflux, where I was calling 911 at 11 o'clock at night, and they were fucking putting me on all kinds of shit in my living room, like I was fucking dying.
Damn.
And they're like, "You're good, bro."
Experience.
They're like, "You're good, bro. You're good." And I'm like, "I'm not good." And then they're like, "Your blood pressure's, your heart rate's a little high, but it's starting to come down." And I'm like, "All right," getting EKGs and fucking barium swallows and, like I said, endoscopies. So I met my wife. I wanted to take. My daughter was born. Mom and I weren't working out because it was just so toxic. I fucking left. So I became a single dad to an 11-year-old boy and a fucking 5-month-old little girl. And she didn't even tell me she was born. I didn't find out for fucking 6 weeks I met her because I filed paperwork on her. And they were like, "Oh, you haven't met the kid in the courts?" And I was like, "No." And they're like, "Why hasn't he met the kid?" And she's like, "Well, I just didn't feel safe." And they're like, "That's her dad." And so I fucking went through that hurdle. And then my friend was helping me take care of the kids when, she was like coming hanging out with me with my daughter, you know, because she's a girl. And, you know, for the first couple months when I met my daughter. And then she was going on dates with me with these girls because we were fucking screening all these bitches because I was like, I got a vasectomy when my daughter was conceived. Because here's the kicker. I missed the part when I was living on my own, going through all that shit, riding in bike clubs. I was riding in street bike clubs, Harley clubs, wheelies, fucking partying.
This is when you're a trucker still? Or?
Right after I was a trucker.
Okay.
So I got into the union, IBW, and in 2014, I became a state electrician apprentice. I went through a 5-year apprenticeship, and
How old are you, Bobby? I'm sorry.
40.
You're 40. Oh,
So 2020 or 2012, I came off the road, moved back in with one of our buddies, and started hauling heavy equipment for the demo company. So I was hauling their heavy equipment. Yeah, so I was hauling their dozers and shit. It was dope. And they were paying me good. I was going to college. I was been back in college, University of Phoenix. And I was going to school for business. And then I got in the IBW in 14. They shut their business down. And I became an apprentice at 30 years old, digging trenches at a water treatment plant. And I was doing a little bit of partying, but I was working. Yeah. Trying to create a life for my fam. And then I graduated college in 15 while I was in the apprenticeship. So that was cool. Got my bachelor's in business and moving on up, right? So did 5-year apprenticeship, rented a house in, Moreno Valley on my own. And then I ended up, while I was going through the program, I ended up meeting my wife. And we were supposed to go on a date to PBR, Professional Bull Riding. And she ghosted me on Instagram, bro.
Wow.
Yeah.
She still went?
Shout out to all you ghosts out there.
Yeah.
Did she still go?
Well, you are into horror
I still
movies.
went.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's on you, Bobby. That's on you.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah. So we ended up going anyways with my buddy and this girl that was helping me with my daughter, my friend, And then about 3 or 4 months later, I messaged my wife on Instagram, and she responded, and I started talking to her. Well, what happened was there was a fucking guy that was originally in the same street bike club as me, and I noticed he was going on my page and fucking talking, like adding all the chicks on my page. So I went to his page, and I found her on his page. And I was like, oh, she's hot. She's got black hair. She's fine. She's fucking 24. I was fucking 30 fucking 3 or something. I was like, yeah, I'm going to hit this broad up. I want to fucking smash. So I fucking hit her up, and then
old school networking.
So direct.
Why else would you hit her?
Hey, that's a hunter.
Yeah.
That's a hunter.
I was straight hunting
Was
this
it
pussy
Instagram
down.
or Facebook?
Hunting.
Instagram, where I got a hold of her.
Okay.
Facebook, she ghosted me. So I took her on a date to BJ's. What do you know, bro?
Cabron, OC.
Just
Dropping hints.
Universal alignment, bro. Universal alignment. So I took her to BJ's. It was cool. We got the Jerry Burst cider and the Jeremiah Red, and it makes a Jerry Burst fucking drink. It's bomb. And then, I fucking stole her mashed potatoes while she's in the bathroom for the to-go carton.
As you should.
You gotta let her know who's dominant. in the
That's
relationship,
right. Yeah, you gotta fucking
I eat first.
set the precedence, dude.
Can we all be honest here? Have you ever gone on a date and when they got up to leave, you tried their food? Because I have.
Take their onion ring or some of their
Like, I walk
fries.
off, I'm like,
That's me. I'll eat everybody's food. I'm like,
Yeah, no,
The
I like
eater.
that now with the family.
Whoever's
'cause,
paying gets a little bit of everyone's. You know.
Yeah, right. So when we were younger, just a quick story. My grandparents would always take all the grandkids out, and there was like 5 or 6 of us, total from all that one side. And we'd go to the buffet a lot. Always the buffet, hometown.
which one?
Dude,
Hometown.
hold on. Well, I'm not gonna go off on a tangent because I got a lot more to talk about. But have you ever been to the Wynn buffet?
I have.
Next level, dude.
So
Next fucking level.
we're talking
dude.
about the high
I love
desert,
that
high
hotel.
desert
It's
bullshit.
gorgeous.
But
Encore.
so we'd always go there. My grandpa would never even eat. He would just sit at the table, and as soon as we were done with our plates, he'd give it to me, and he'd eat all our food, like all the kids.
The
would
leftovers?
Yeah, like he would never.
Smart.
would
Did he
just sit-
pay? Did he pay when he went in?
Yeah, he paid, but listen, he would eat all our food because he's like old school. He don't waste food. He's a Mexican man. So then he would get up and get his plate. But while we're eating, all the kids, he would kick back and just when we go to get throw our plate out half full of food still, he'd be like and he would sit there and eat all our food, and then at the end he would get his own stuff.
No fucking way.
Yeah, dude. It was,
That's a trip. I never even heard of that.
He wouldn't waste no food, nothing. He pays for it also. He's like, I'm eating it
What
all.
a scholar.
Hometown buffet, baby. Hell
Fuck
yeah.
yeah.
I'd be like, would you like some more? Yeah, cut that motherfucker up. I'm right here.
Just give me the whole goddamn loin, bro. I want the whole loin. I don't want a piece.
Come on, strip
Give me
on
the
my
whole
plate.
cow.
They do the filet mignons at fucking the Wynn. We just went a couple weeks ago. My buddy.
Oh, you had a bunch of footage.
Fuck, dude, that was gnarly. That was
you were
like
like, how long were you there for? It looked like
2.5
forever.
hours, bro.
That's it?
Two and a half,
The
2.5.
whole Vegas, though.
Oh, 2 days.
Oh, it looked
Oh,
like
I
you
was
were there
like,
a
yeah.
week.
Damn.
We posting all kinds of content.
Yeah, it looked like
man.
you guys are a week.
That's a lot. That's the ticket,
you go
right?
to
You
Vegas?
sell that. You got to sell that to the fucking.
The public.
I'll leave it at that.
You go to Vegas a lot?
No.
No?
We just my buddy Dave Pookie. Shout out to Dave. Next
Shout out,
level
Dave.
coaching. The Pookster. He that guy actually he's next level, man. He's from Canada, jiu-jitsu guy. But
Hell yeah.
he was training at Unbreakable, training Wiz Khalifa, Derwin James, Rowdy
Hell yeah.
Rich, and he partnered with Pat Durkin Cummins, and they're opening a jiu-jitsu studio in West Hollywood, and it'll be open in September, and so he went with his sister on like a business trip. She's like, "You want to go with me for a couple days?" He's like, "Fuck it." Went to the Fontaine Blue Miami type hotel,
The new one?
the one that took 20 years to build, and but it's fucking bad, dude. So he was like, "We gotta go," and I was like, "Fuck it, we work from home, dude. We
Is
can
that
go
the
to that
one you've been talking
motherfucker."
about? That they
Yeah, that's the one I
finally
went. I posted that drink.
Did
that
you
I got
go?
from yeah, that place is gorgeous.
Place is dope. Did you see the gym?
No.
Oh, it's fucking gnarly, dude.
Really?
Oh god, it's fucking crazy. It looks like a fucking real gym. Like it doesn't even look like a hotel gym.
I went to that steakhouse they had there. Did you happen to try
Poppy?
that?
Poppy
No.
steak? The one where they fucking it's like a tomahawk or wagyu fucking on a tray with
Yeah.
that's Poppy steak.
Was it Poppy? Oh, yeah.
They have another place there too that might be.
That tomahawk.
Yeah. So we go to this hotel not too long ago because he told me it's dope. So we went and we fucking shot a bunch of content out there and all this bullshit. But he was telling me about it, and then I took him to Bacchanal buffet at Caesars, and he was like, "Dude, this place is crazy." He's from Canada. They ain't got no fucking buffets in Canada. You can barely get anything in Canada except for healthcare. And I heard it sucks. But he yeah.
Well, you pay for
it's
it,
free, but you still got to wait a year for an MRI. But that's what he was telling me. But someone was like, "You guys got to try the Wynn." So we went the next night to the Wynn, and
Killer.
that dude 2.5 hours. I was fucking tanked. I almost get fucking wheelchaired out of that place. It was
What's the ticket?
75.
Oh, so, I mean,
It's
but
fucking-
for
if
two
you're
and a
there for
half
2.5
hours of
hours,
time
bro.
and eating,
They got filet mignons there. They fucking cut. They'll give you the whole goddamn filet. That's what I was saying. Like they don't fucking play
good.
there.
Yeah.
You eat good, but so
You ever been to Nobu?
It's all right.
where's that one?
Nobu?
No.
They have them in LA too.
That's
but-
right.
Is that is that a
It's
buffet?
in
Sushi,
no,
Rob De Niro
no.
owns it.
Oh,
It's-
sushi.
It's in
Yeah.
one of the restaurants over there. I went,
yeah, there's a few of them in Vegas.
dude.
Fire.
Bro,
I
next
love
time you and your
sushi.
lady go,
Take,
bro,
like,
go. I
but-
swear.
I
dude,
love sushi.
Get
Okay.
there's no
Get
menu.
get the chef special.
Okay.
Yeah.
Take $1,000.
Is that the one that's got the fucking big ass fucking lobster tails? No, that's some other place.
But take like if you really want to eat comfortably, like take $1,000 and you get the chef special, and it's all these dishes that he sends. You don't even choose them. He just drops them.
No
Do you have a
shit.
big appetite?
Fuck yeah.
Yeah, and I do 200 a person. That's what I set the budget to.
That's
and
cool.
I'm fucking stuffed at the
Fuck
end.
We
yeah.
went with another friends up there. We met him, and he's like, "Hey, I'm gonna make reservations for Nobu," and our bill was $1,400. So we got the chef special for 4 people. We partied. We had a good
That's
time.
fun. Fuck yeah.
But like it was cool. But just so you know, like I think it's probably $700-800 for one person.
I go to Tacos
Or
El
for two
Gordo.
people,
That's
a
where I
couple.
go.
I went. It was terrible.
What? Which one did you go to? Off the strip, or did you go the
I
one?
went to one. I went
Right
to the one
across the
by
street.
Fontainebleau.
right across the street on the
By
strip.
fucking Circus
Dude, there's a line
Circus.
forever.
By Circus Circus, and it was
Yeah.
honestly, bro. Like I've been before, and it was good, and it was terrible.
I have had a bad experience.
I had their carne asada fries, and it was.
Well, that's the
horrible.
first problem, baby.
Yeah, they
You're
were
getting carne
horrible.
salad fries.
They were
You
horrible.
go to Tacos El Gordo, you get some.
Carnitas
Jorge, I'm
or
so
what?
fucked up right now. Give me the name of it, please. With the pineapple up top of it.
Oh, the Al
Pastor?
Pastor.
El Pastor. That's what
Oh,
they're
yeah,
known
yeah,
for.
yeah,
The
yeah.
El Pastor. That's what you get from Tacos El
Yeah,
Gordo.
Al Pastor.
Is that the that big ass place right on the strip right there?
Yeah,
the
you-
taco spot.
Well, yeah. There's
They'll
one.
put
at the
it out
end.
24 hours.
There's one with the
Yeah,
chicken
I
on it,
think
and
so.
there's one right next door. But I've been going that motherfucker since 2024, 2014, 2015.
You
I've been
fuck
going
with King Taco?
No, I think it's fucking gross.
They got a place there called
And
Sayulita.
Tacos Mexico can eat my ass too.
They got a place
Corn
there
and
called
rice.
Sayulitas in
Fuck outta
Vegas
here.
that makes these fucking like 3-pound burritos and shit. I seen that
No,
motherfucker.
Tacos El Gordo, man. Get some El Pastor fries, and you get the. When I go there, I probably spend $75 on just me.
Jorge, you eat King Taco? Yeah.
Bro,
Jorge's like, I'm not gay.
Jorge's mom cooked us some or made us some fucking.
She didn't make you nothing.
She made it for him, and you
What's
took
it
his
called?
lunch.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, ceviche.
Oh, yeah,
Dude,
ceviche's
we
fire,
are
bro.
fucking.
Bombies?
dude,
Bomb
so
ceviche?
bro. Bomb.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, so the eating stuff, man, you know, I met my wife and I was trying to figure out what the fuck was wrong with me, dude. So I was like I was medicating, like doing like edibles or fucking I started dabbing, like I started hitting that. I got Puffcos. I was going crazy, dude. And I was just trying to fucking feel better, and to the point where like nothing was working. And then I started to feel so bad, like when I would get high, I would start to fucking get really bad anxiety. And about 2.5 years ago, man, I met my wife 7 years ago. We went on that date. It just fucking went like this. She started helping me raise my daughter. We went to court a bunch of times. Finally got partial custody or half custody of my daughter like 4.5 years ago. And she helped me raise my son. His mom kind of fucking spun off and went somewhere for fucking 5 years or I don't know.
So your daughter's mom is the one you still battle
Yeah,
with.
I still battle my daughter's mom. And so my wife helped me through that whole fucking health situation. You know, I was going to oncology on like 9 different medications with the VA, like trying to figure out what the fuck. And they're like, go to GI, go to oncology, go to GI, go to your primary. And it was like fucking for years, dude, like 9 years, like almost a decade, bro, to where I was like, I'm like a hypochondriac now. So now if I fucking feel weird, like especially when I fucking smoked weed or whatever, when I feel weird, that something's wrong, and it's like the worst, and my heart rate goes up, and it's fucked. So my wife helped me through that whole process, man, and shout out to my wife, dude. My wife is my ultimate savior, and she'll probably fucking love seeing this part of the podcast because I don't give her enough credit, and I don't put her on my platform a lot because she doesn't like to be on camera a lot, but she's hella cool.
I
Keep
will
it
say,
private.
I don't know if we got it on camera earlier, but her fucking equality snippet is fucking hilarious. That last little post about it.
Yeah, I talked about it the other day. Like someone posted something about splitting the bill on Threads, and I was like, they were like, if you split the bill, you're not a real man or some shit. And I was like, fuck, my wife and I fucking still split the bill, and 7 years later, we piped 2 of them out this morning type shit, you know? Like,
Yeah.
we blew 2 out this morning, you
In
know?
the background, she's like, I don't want no
Yeah.
equality. I'm good like it is.
Yeah, I came downstairs, and I was talking about it on the camera, and I was like on my story, and I was like, you know what's wrong with this fucking society is these motherfuckers talking about they want equality, all these women, but they're not willing to fucking split the bill. So
Well, they got equality, but they don't.
they
split the bill.
got equality, but they don't want to split the bill.
Yeah.
And then my wife was like, wait, I don't want no part in that shit. She's like, I like things just the way they are. And she's like, we are not equal. And she was like telling me like, I'm not equal to you. She's like, and you're not equal to me. You can't fucking carry a child. And she's like saying all this shit, you know, like saying like basically
It's true.
Making
you know,
sense.
validating that men. And I told her, you're right. I told her I could fuck you and her up right now, her and my daughter. Like if I really wanted, like if that was like, not to sound weird, but if I wanted to fucking get through a door and you guys were holding it, you guys would be fucked.
Yeah.
I was like, we are not fucking equal, dude. And people then and someone was talking. Joe Rogan was talking about that on one of his stand-ups.
Guarding the president was a chick.
He was talking about we are not fucking equal, bro. Like just at the end of the day, we're not equal.
She was guarding the front door. They tackled her into the lab.
What do you guys think? I'm gonna bring this up. Fuck it.
Yeah.
Those trans boxers in the Olympics.
I think it's disgusting.
So I read. I don't know what to believe anymore. I don't know what fucking.
That it is a woman.
That
They're saying that it's a woman, but she tested her DNA test came back as a man because she had too much fucking testosterone. But at that point, it's like, well, who's regulating the fucking drugs here? Like, what the fuck? Like, are you saying that anybody can fucking do that and then go in there and whoop this broad's ass? That girl was skinny. She was about to get killed.
Yeah.
They shouldn't even allow that.
No.
Because she failed the boxing commission.
She failed a DNA test because
gender test.
she failed a gender test.
But the Olympics
she has
still
a
let her.
dick.
But like the
She's got a
boxing,
dick.
yeah, the boxing association she failed, but the Olympics let her in.
Well, you know what I said?
There's two of them. Right?
They should have just got up there and pulled her fucking pants down on the spot, and they could have resolved all those issues. You know,
Simple.
would have saved a lot of fucking
Simple.
Yeah, but
heartache.
dude, they have those things, dude, where like guys are getting their shit cut off, and there's a hole there. It doesn't look like a pussy, but it's a
Joe,
hole.
how would you know?
I've seen things.
Again. Browser history, sir.
Good one.
Hey, that's the late night.
I
That's
want-
the late
yeah.
night shit we used to see on the fucking TV at midnight.
I want to see when Joe's alone and
I
he's
can't
at
wait.
work.
Look it up.
Hey, when Joe's tired, Joe's had a rough one.
This is gonna be a clip, and we want to see the
Yeah,
comments.
his big old pit bull's right there snoring, and Joe's like, man, I could just jerk off.
He has
right
the
now.
cup.
And then he
has a
gets
cup
on
of
his
water.
phone and he goes on Pornhub and types chicks with dicks.
He's like, I wonder how deep it is.
Yeah.
Chicks
it's
with
cool.
dicks?
Step. Chicks with dicks.
Oh, that stepbrother shit.
Yeah,
He's
he
into
likes
a step
stepbrother
shit.
ones.
Dude,
Bro,
two things.
Not, dude.
that was your first category you shot at us. He's turning red.
Because it's a
He's like, what's up with all that stepbrother? I'm like, what?
because it's like well known. You know, like that's like the first thing that always pops up on Jorge, back me up. Right?
Hey, this is not your phone?
Stick up for yourself, Jorge. You don't gotta.
Oh,
agree
he's
with
like, I
it.
swear to God, I'm in the category best friend bangs mom. That's that one, huh?
They use they use each other's
Hi,
computer
it's
all
Jorge
day
here.
at work, so who knows what the fuck's going on?
Yes, yeah. So I met my wife. She's been great, man. She's fucking. She's the glue that, like, you know, it's so cliche people say, but she's the glue that holds my family together. She keeps me grounded. You know, like I said, man, I don't need to go out and do anything dumb or because I'm not unhappy for one, and for two, like she fucking keeps me drained, you know, like regularly, like and she loves me so much, like she would that girl would do anything for me. Awesome. And you know, there's like lovers of the relationship, and I know my wife's the lover, but I love her for that, and I love how she's helped raise my children, and my daughter and her like are so tight, and my wife is very in tune with who I am, what I do, when I'm doing it. Think about the last time I was here, I had a beard or I was clean shaven. I don't remember. Now I got a fucking handlebars. No, I was clean shaven when I was here last time. Then I grew a beard out. Then I shaved it before I came back here. Like, I'm always changing, right? And it's like I fucking changed things in my life more than I fucking changed my underwear. And if it wasn't for my wife being who she is, I would have already changed her out too. But I can't do that because there's nobody out there that's going to be able to fill her shoes after this almost decade of being together. She's irreplaceable, and I know that I'm irreplaceable in her life. I know that. I mean, if fucking something happened, God forbid, whatever, you know, I mean, I would hope that she would move on in a healthy fashion for herself. But we talk about it all the time, you know, and so. You know, I started my fitness journey. You had asked that question a while back. You know, in 2010, shooting steroids at, you know, these fucking guys' house that I was living at in Florida.
Fucking
And
Florida.
then 2.5 years ago, I fucking teamed up with some guy in that's local, Corona. Went to high school with his sister and Brian Vigorito. He's a bodybuilder, physique guy, pro bodybuilder. And I started getting in shape and started eating better. And I started to correct all those fucking problems I was having. And the last thing for me to go, well, nicotine, I got rid of it. Most of the alcohol. I like drinking, but it just fucks me up.
You feel it. It wears on you.
Everything fucks me up, dude. Nicotine, booze, everything fucks me up. Like my stomach, my body just doesn't, it like rejects everything now.
Well, it's because you went so hard in the beginning, you don't get to do it anymore.
Yeah,
right?
there's a limit, Bobby.
Yeah, I know. There's they went way past it, you know. Beer bongs off the roof with a shot of alcohol on the top on every Saturday is like,
no bueno.
it's just like not, it's like, we were like doing next level shit with booze and weed. When I was 15 years old, I remember like waking up in my buddy's bathroom at his cousin's house. Just we were like smoke some Glock. You guys ever had old school Glock weed? It fucked me up, and I was so sick, bro. I woke up like all I remember we were drinking Zimas and shit. And I just remember throwing up all over myself, dude. And I was I was sick for like 2 days. I probably had alcohol poisoning, but you know my body doesn't like any of that shit anymore. So I got sober about April 2nd of last year. My son's 18th birthday. Or excuse me, my son's 18th birthday. I was that was the day I stopped doing anything, smoking weed or anything. And I'm not against weed. I know people that are whatever that are in like the same space as me and shit, or their viewpoint on it's different. But like people are gonna do what people are gonna do regardless. And if it's something that you can do to where it's not gonna completely fuck your whole life up, then so be it. I know dudes that are super successful that do other shit, you know, and if they can if they can hold on to those reins and control them, then I don't see a fucking issue with any of the shit. It's just the people that are out of control that are fucking blaming every fucking external factor in their life as to why they can't be successful. That to me says there's a problem. Let's define it. Let's figure out what that issue is. So I got in shape, started getting in shape 2.5 years ago, and I told myself I'm gonna fucking bodybuild. So I followed this guy on fucking Instagram for a while. I watched a girl go through his process that I went to high school with, and I was like, fuck, this girl was a fucking dork in high school. I was like, and she's fucking banging. Like, she's a badass bodybuilder. Like, she's hot. Like, you know, she's just well put together, and I envy that, right? I'm envious of her as a human. And so I hooked up. I told her coach 2.5 years ago, I'm going to hire you, bro. In 2 years, I'm going to come back, bro, and I'm going to hire you. I'm going to get ready, right? So January of this year, I hired him, and I started training with him. And like I said, I got sober last year, started this journey, started running growth hormone, and, you know, it's just been progressive ever since that, you know, 2.5 years ago, since I was intentional and deliberate about my, you know, my goals and these dreams I'm trying to fulfill. Look at you guys, we can back up. Navy SEAL, cop, couldn't see any of that shit through because I made stupid ass fucking decisions in my life that fucked me, right? I fucked myself. So now I'm like, how can I unfuck the things I've done? Well, guess what? You can't. But how can you not fuck up moving forward? And so what do? I fucking get in shape. I get sober. I find clarity, complete clarity in my life. And I just bury myself in information, and I help run 5 years as an apprentice as an electrician in the IBW, 14 to 19. Get in the office right before COVID starts. I get an office role as a purchaser and operations manager for a small outfit in Chino, and I ran that role for 5 years and worked hand in hand with a business owner. He's fucking multi-millionaire, you know, fucking running big jobs, Anaheim High School, fucking all the schoolwork districts. And learned about unit price contracts and purchase orders and fucking just you fucking name it. I learned it. You know, all the logistics. I helped facilitate all the operations in the field, material, scheduling, fucking construction schedules. And I was like, man, dude, this guy's building Chevelles and fucking sand buggies. And I was like, I could fucking do some shit like and make good money. Like, I'm not making enough money. So I found a guy online that's, you know, heavy hitter now. He's shout out to Brad Dunn from Reliant Fitness. I got to give him some credit where it's due, man. This guy's got 750,000 followers. He originally started with Wes Watson, and now he's doing his own thing with his own group of guys. And you know, he's a killer, man. Like, I can't take anything away from what he's done, and he helped me in the beginning, you know. And I was fortunate enough to establish a relationship with him, and we talk here and there. Like I'll give him a call, or he hasn't called me in a while, but he's really busy, man. He's almost 1 million followers. Like this guy's fucking hella popular. I think he just passed. He made $1 million in 19 months doing online coaching.
Wow,
he just passed his million mark, and so I was envious of him. He was like 60,000 followers when I started following this motherfucker. Like fucking year and a half ago, 16 months ago, and he had just started, but he went on a big platform, and that's how he got exposure, and I'm not going to take away from what he's done, but that he got his initial exposure through self-investment. He invested the money to go to these masterminds, to be part of this group, and his shit just blew up, man. And the dude's probably spent $100,000, on self-investment, on sales and anything, CRM, anything he needs to know. So I've done the same on a lower scale. And so last October I left the IBW and I started Fun Size Fit. And my buddy, from back in the day, I'm going to tell you this story. I lived with a guy in 2012, 2014, before I got in the IBW. He's one of our buddies. His name's Dave. And he was dating some stripper, and it was a fucking toxic ass fucking situation. And he don't probably want to fucking remember it, but that was a real fucking trying time in my life, being around that fucking toxic fucking situation, but I don't even remember what I was talking about. I think I'm getting contact
You're
high.
tell us the story about Dave.
Yeah,
I don't remember why.
No, you just pointed at something. Tell your story.
I was gonna say I noticed your eyes turned in, so I apologize.
No, you're good. You're good. No, you're good. You're good.
Side effects.
Tell us about your online coaching.
Yeah.
So
I want to know
So I started this online brand, and and I was watching all these guys in the online space like do really well, like they were successful, they were fucking, they were doing something that I wanted to do, which is helping people. They were helping people, they were in shape, and they were making money, and I wanted to make money, dude. Yeah. So ultimately I wanted to help people because I knew that what I had done to myself and what working with all the people that had helped me had done for me, I could obviously transpose that over to everyone else. So that's what I did. I opened up, Fun Size Fit, and I ran that over the course of, I first sold my first program September 17th of 2023, which was almost a year ago. We're coming up on a year mark, and I'll probably break like 100K. My corporation will break 100K by the 1 year mark. And so it's been well,
It's doing better than anticipated.
Yeah, I started with 400 followers on Instagram, and I'm at almost 7,000.
Yeah, it's
over like fucking 9 months.
Can you tell us your regiment for your Instagram? Because you have a really nice Instagram and
So it's really just, I'm gonna tell you guys the secret, and everybody listening on this podcast, the world. It's all about consistency. Instagram rewards based off consistency. It's not about unless you're really good, and I recently partnered Next Level Coaching. We rebranded, and I partnered with Dave Pookie and Bobby Slugs, Level Up Cole. And, Level Up Cole, Cole's a killer, dude.
Get it, big dog.
Yeah, let's go, big dog. He spits game, dude. And he got his Instagram accounts murked a bunch of times, and his TikTok's murked. And
is he he's
that the one where he says you're slowing down?
He's an oil field.
He's an oil worker. Sometimes I'll put him up, but he's not for everybody. Like he's not. You got to be.
That one was hard. The one that you posted.
If you like Dan Pena, like you like this dude, they're all. But yeah, sometimes he's a little too, like just for certain. I love it. I'm like, this fucking dude's real as fuck.
Yeah, so I partnered with these guys recently. We're gonna try to fucking go to the next level with this new brand, and we're gonna see what happens. But I started Fun Size Fit to fucking help other people, dude.
Next Level?
Next Level Coaching. Yeah, that's what we started together.
That's our shirts, right?
The brand, yeah.
Next Level? Oh,
yeah.
I like that, though.
Yeah.
That's dope.
Yeah.
LVL?
Yeah. So we did that recently, but I started Fun Size Fit on my own. And let me tell you something, man. I was back to Brad Dunn, Brad fucking laced me up, dude, and I'll forever be indebted to that guy because he fucking gave me some good information and on how to, like, basically structure my shit. And there's a bunch of fucking fakes out there, you know, like these dudes with fake followers. Like,
So, okay, hold on. I got a question on that. How do you tell they got like fake following?
you can
Like,
see their
what
shares, bro.
What can you look at to tell
So
you?
look at their following, and then
Okay.
look at their shares on their reels.
Okay.
If they don't have any reels and they have 22,000 followers and they got a couple photos of them with Lamborghinis, they're fake, dude. They're those guys from Peru and fucking all these fucking South American countries that are trying to get you to go and buy into their program so they can help you get likes, followers, comments, and they'll put you in like a group of like 100 people, and then everyone will comment the same fucking thing, and it's a bunch of bots. Like, I don't know if some of them are bots, if they're all real people, but they're all in cahoots together, and they all bring people in, and you pay them like fucking $100 a month, or $300 a month, or $500 a month, and then they blow your account up. So like a lot of these accounts have like 300,000 followers, 400,000 followers, and they have no shares on their reels with 34,000 views, 100,000 views, and their shit's fake as fuck. And the only reason I know that is because I was on a flight from Phoenix back to fucking Ontario, and Red Bull racer, she was with her dad, and she fucking told me like, hey, you want to get more followers on social media, then you need a campaign. And I was like, what the fuck is that? So I'm like researching. I built my program last year out of nothing, like ice cream out of fucking horse shit, dude. Like, I didn't know what the fuck I was doing. Like, I was just like, fuck it, we're gonna fucking make some
Figure
money,
it
and
out.
we're gonna get these titties off these dudes and these fucking, you know, these fupas off these bitches, and we're gonna get it going. And I got like bought nutritional science certifications from like PhD level from like Lane Norton, the PhD nutritional scientist. I fucking went through like 90 modules of that. I fucking learned like, I started learning recently how to build my own landing pages. So I know how to use customer relationship management system through Go High Level, build landing pages through that platform. Like, this is why Dave and Bobby Cole have chosen me. They call me Back End Bobby. Whoa, what a fucking coinkydink, Back End Bobby.
Yeah.
And yeah, show me that butthole. So they chose me as like the back end guy that does all the systems and for them and for our brand, for us, and gonna do all the instructional stuff for these coaches. But
Congrats on that.
yeah, man, I did my own thing and just started pumping clients out, man, and started getting these people in shape with nutritional science, macros, and really going in depth. And the problem with me versus everybody else, a lot of these guys are just slanging 90-day programs and like high volume, which is the goal, but the ultimate goal is to get rich, whatever. And I'm not saying they don't help people, but I'm really in tune with a lot of my clients, like Dave Barber that I was at the gym with today. You guys,
Shout out, Dave.
yeah,
What's up,
shout
buddy?
out Dave Barber. I really want to make sure that I help them and get them what they need, because the people that I now work with, my bodybuilding journey, my coach Cody Endicott, shout out to him, Super Cody on Instagram, Super Cody. He's really got my program down to a science, and I like the service that he provides me because it's clean, it's cut and dry, it's concise, and there's a forecast, right? There's a forecast of what I'm going to be doing. And that's important when you're trying to achieve something, is you need to forecast what could potentially happen, good and bad. And that's like a plan. You're devising a plan, right? Because you can't really do something without a plan. You can have a goal, but if you don't have a bridge to go from what you're currently doing and what you want to do, there's no fucking carrier. And so I wanted to always provide that type of service to people at some capacity, doing something, and I found it, right? I found my niche. And Super Cody has really exemplified what I do in my head because of the way he deals with my program. And so I'm going to do my first, I told you guys I wanted to bodybuild 2.5 years ago. I'm going to do my first, it's not a professional show, but it's a professional show. I'm going in as a amateur, but I'm going to show in a master's class, 40 plus, and hopefully, and that'll qualify me for a national show, which will be next year because I'm going in a master's class, which is an older people. And I'm going to do that on November 9th at the Iron Games in Anaheim. I'm going to do my first bodybuilding show. And
Oh, yeah.
this
Excited?
guy's
Excited?
Yeah, I'm super excited, dude. We start prep, I think, tomorrow. My check-in's in the morning, and I just fucking ramped up. I bought every supplement, vitamin C's and clenbuterols. I mean,
All the good shit.
Yeah, all the good shit. I just bought
Mexican supplements.
Yeah, it's gonna be tremendous, dude.
Yes.
And so just bought all my supplements for this next 90 days, and
I saw the Amazon delivery.
yeah, that Amazon delivery is wild, bro. Be fucking juiced to the gills, bro. Vitamin D, E, and A through Z, bro. It's gonna be fucking gangster.
Damn.
And
We'll be watching.
word on the street is I'm gonna blow up and look fucking pristine for the show. And what's great about it, man, is I'm very deliberate and intentional with the decisions that I make these days, and everybody around me benefits from it. My family, my daughter, my son, my wife, the people that I come in contact with. Like, I've been following you guys, and we've been liking each other's shit, and like, it's just universal alignment. I do believe in universal law. There's 12 of them. Universal law of compensation. Adam's like, business has been slow lately because by choice. I haven't been pumping sales because I'm not a sticky salesman. I want to provide people with the proper service. So I kind of pulled back a little bit, and I'm focusing more of my attention on what's next for me. And right now, there's 3 things that are next for me. One is to get through this show. This is most important because it's dangerous as fuck. I'm doing a lot of things that 99.9% of people aren't fucking doing, and putting my body through a lot of trauma, and it's tough. It's one of the hardest things I've ever done, doing the high volume training, staying on top of my food, doing my measurements weekly, logging all my shit in the fucking Google Docs spreadsheet. I mean, I want to make this guy proud too. Like, he's a national champion.
Do you think your age and experience helps you with this?
I think everything in my life, the experience alone, is helping me with this. Yeah. I think it's going to help me become more competitive because of my level of discipline, and I know what I want, and so I know what I need to do to get there. I just have to follow the fucking blueprint.
Trust the process.
Trust the process. And so, yeah, man, it's it just benefits everything and everyone around me, and that's what I like most about it. It's how I find gratitude in my life, is by being the best version of me for everything and everyone else. My clients, my friends, the friends that I've kept by my side, which is very few. My circle has fucking I've squeezed out my entire circle of things that don't really bring me value. I don't see purpose in that relationship, or that relationship was for some reason disrupting the direction my life was trying to go in.
They say, what is it, success and peace comes with a lot of goodbyes.
Yep.
Yeah, bro, it does. And it's been an awesome road. My wife's full support. She's fucking hilarious. When I've been on TRT for about a year and a half, and when I'm gonna inject, I'm like, babe, come here. Like, and she's like, what happened? And I'm like, nothing happened. Just come here. And she's like, no. She's like, I can't. I'm gonna kill you. She's like, I'm gonna kill you. I'm gonna hit it. I'm gonna hit your vein, and then it's gonna go in somewhere that's not supposed to, and then I'm gonna have to call 911, and then we're gonna go to jail because I fucking shot you with fucking testosterone. I'm like, no, it's cool, man.
I'll say I did it.
The problem is, after that, now you're kind of freaked out. You're
Yeah,
like, dude, you're about to
yeah.
stab me. Can you chill? Like, just be cool about it,
I know about
I'm
all
over
that
here like
shit,
I'm
but I
fucking
still gotta
later,
get it
Bobby.
done.
Relax with that bullshit.
Dude, she fucking she's funny though. She is okay. I'll give it to you. Now you got to watch this podcast to get to the end of this thing, so you can hear that you are the comic of the family.
Yeah.
My wife is the funnier one. I'm a funny guy, and I was always like the comedian in my group, and then I got real serious as my life progressed, and I got into serious roles, and I was trying to figure my life out, and I had to get serious to figure my life out. I thought so, I didn't really have to. It's all about perception, and how self-perception is huge, and we a lot of times we struggle in life because of our own self-perception, and we are so concerned about what other people are going to think about us that we lose track of who we really are. And I did a lot of that for a lot of fucking years, and it's traumatizing as fuck, because I want to have fun and I want to be funny, but I'm on eggshells in my life to this day. And I luckily have, again, my wife, who was like, you should wear your show me your butthole hat to the podcast tomorrow. And I was like, that's why we're fucking married, dude. And so,
good idea.
Yeah, let's go.
Great call. Great call, wife.
And dude, I mean, I am almost fully kind of to where I was at one point in my life with my personality. I'm getting it back because my wife's giving me the opportunity, and I'm allowing myself to be that way. And for so many years, it was like, when you date girls, they get all insecure. Like, if you're talking about some girl's ass or something, and it's like, my wife's just like, damn, you see that girl's ass, and and she encourages it, sometimes.
That's a double-edged sword.
It's like
right there.
It is. It can be.
Sometimes that's a test.
It's in human psychology. Everybody
What,
likes
babe?
ass.
Yeah, bro.
Male, women, all that. Like, it doesn't matter.
Yeah. So I got into this coaching shit, man, and my 3 main focuses. I don't know, man. I think you guys tricked me, bro. I think that thing got me fucked up. I'm still trying to figure out what I was talking about. What I was gonna bring up, Dave, dude.
I don't know.
You know what?
Dave.
Poor Dave.
We'll never know about Dave.
Dave's doing really good, man. He lives in.
We do grow some good weed, though.
Oh yeah. Oh, I bet. I think I'm getting a little hint of it, but I don't get drug tested because Bobby Gunz doesn't drug test. So, But you know what? This coaching thing, it's I wouldn't say it's on the wayside. It's just my main priority is getting through this show, dude, and seeing something through in my life that I was unable to see through because of my own decisions and my bad choices that I was making.
Oh yeah.
Do you feel like with your clients, like what's the hardest part? Like, do a lot of them like start and stop, or you have to give them pep talks a lot of the time?
There's like ratios, right? So I would say like 25% of my clients are on target. 25% of them are so-so, and 50% are fucking on the wayside. And that's I think those are just the statistics of business. You're not gonna have like total efficacy. You know what I mean? You're gonna have variance somewhere.
So, as like a to do well and compete, and like how you are, like you want to be the best.
You want to be in the top fucking 5%.
Yeah. So how does that affect your mental, like with your clients? Do you let everybody be their own, or you push, or like where does that go?
Yeah, it comes down to analysis, and so I analyze kind of their behavior, and I can watch what they're doing, what they're eating, and their level of dedication to their process, to the check-ins, the commitment.
Mm-hmm. So is there some people you can lean on more, or kind of,
Well, yeah. I mean, unfortunately, but fortunately, yeah. I do dedicate a little additional time or put effort, into people that are more intentional with their process and want to, get these results that they're after. And I have, I'm going to, spotlight a couple of my clients. Samantha Stark, the girl has PCOS, polycystic ovarian syndrome, which is a hormonal issue where, there's a insulin resistance going on, and so they have struggled to lose weight. Dude, this girl's fucking smashing it, dude. She's been with me for about 7 months, and I told her I've known her a long time. I've known her back when I was a cop, and I was telling her, like, dude, you can do this. Fuck keto. Fuck all this bullshit. Get on my macro plan. I'll lace you up, dude. She helps me coach people now sometimes, and like people are hating on her. Family's like, is he paying you to market to share his stories and shit?
It's authentic.
And she's so fucking genuine, bro. Like, she I can't wait to see what she does in the future. But she's lost a shitload of weight. I'll show you guys her picture, and maybe we can throw it up on a clip. In the last year, she looks completely different. And so Samantha, Noah Kiss, I went to high school with him. The dude, is a religious guy now and has a family, daughter, wife, and used to party and shit in high school. And he was a pretty fat boy when he came to me, and he's like the poster child right now. That motherfucker's ripped, dude.
Oh, yeah.
He was like 230, and he's like 160, ripped right now, dude. 9 months, just gangster. That's fucking gangster. Bobby Slugs posted that shit the other day. Level Up Cole. Shout out, Level Up Cole on Instagram.
Is that the one he put up?
He was talking about being gangster, bro, and he was saying like people were talking shit on his fucking Instagram about his face tattoos and all this shit ain't gangster, and he's like, nah, you know what's fucking gangster? Fucking getting muscles and being disciplined and being the man that your family and your friends and your people need you to be and the person you need to be for yourself. And he was like, that's fucking gangster. He's like, not being locked up, not fucking doing stupid shit, not being able to fucking drink the most fucking beers in one night. Like, that ain't gangster. He's like, that's some fucking low level shit. Mm-hmm. And he's like, you low level fucks need to level up, and Noah's a fucking gangster, dude. These guys are follow the process probably more than I do, so it pushes me. That was probably something else you guys might have been thinking. It pushes me to be better for me, and it's like reciprocity, man, at its finest. The law of fucking action, the law of compensation, I don't even know what there's got to be a universal law that's associated with that, but it's like the energy, right? The aura, the law of attraction. Yeah, it's a law of attraction. These guys give me, dude, like they give me so much like positive energy and reinforcements in my life, validation, credibility because they're doing what I'm showing them to do, and then they're posting about it, and this entire fucking process. I'm telling you right now, I'm probably going to be emotional on November 9th. after that show, even on the stage or come
Especially with your
backstage.
estrogen being that high. You know?
Oh yeah. And we're not even talking about that stuff.
It's
yet.
the vitamin D, bro. It's the vitamin
man.
D.
You might
bro.
be crying on stage.
and hard.
I love my life.
love you guys.
He's like, I love you, and I'm so fucking hard right now.
I have the most confused.
I'm gonna have to tuck it up. You know, you do when you're a kid. You have to tuck it into your fucking the seam of your pants.
Now when you got trend dick,
You're not gonna be able to hide it in those fucking panties you gotta wear.
trend dick's fucking Arnold in the '80s on your dick, dude.
Oh,
Just
fuck.
all go, bro. All go.
Yeah, dude. I'm super excited for the rest of my journey. And so, kind of leaving off, you know, my son's in North Carolina. He's that was an interesting time when he went to boot camp and I went to boot camp, so I knew what it was like. But I was telling my wife, she was crying all the time. You know, her estrogen was through the roof, and she's like eating chicken at the table, and she took a bite, and then she started crying. I'm like, you don't like it? Like, sorry, you gotta eat these meal preps. I'm sorry, you know. And she's like, no, I just miss Aiden. And I'm like, fuck, man. I was like, scared me for a second, you know, because she doesn't do that all the time. She's not really a crier, and I was like, fuck, she's crying a lot. And but you know, see where my son ends up doing, what ends up happening with him, and I'm fully committed to being a good mentor for him and being the father that I've always been for him, but he didn't realize and will realize as he gets older that I've always been his number one supporter and driving cross country. Aside from all the fucking fun I was having cross country driving, I was still out there fucking making a living to make sure my son had fucking the shoes he wanted on his feet and then my daughter, you know, going through this shit with my daughter, but my daughter, you know, that's my fucking heart and soul, man. My daughter.
How old is she?
She's almost 8. And
That's a good time.
She's like, we stayed at this Airbnb recently, and she was like, it's not in shape like my dad, you know, and she just loves me, and you know, my wife helping me get through this process and this next 90 days, so that the coaching business, my clients, you know, these are some of my big priorities. And then the next level up for me professionally, and I think it's hopeful. I'm going to talk about it, and I know that
manifest it, Bubba.
dude, this buddy of mine, when I worked at that logistics company, when I moved back to Cali for a couple years, and I was living with my buddy Dave. Shout out Dave.
Yeah.
You know, this guy named Andrew, man, we worked in the warehouse together, and his wife was involved in, you know, some construction industry, fucking striping, painting roads. And Andrew, when I went to the IBW, Andrew a year later was inspired by me, and he left the warehouse work and he's a little bit older than me. He left the warehouse work and he went to the labor union, and he got a job in the labor's union, became a striper, and now they own a huge outfit in Fontana.
That works with the union?
That works with the union, and they have 14 striping trucks, and he is fucking badass. And this guy's been on my program for 6 months. He's lost about 35 pounds.
Right on.
He's got about another 60 or 70 to go, but he is doing well. I coach his 14-year-old son as well. He's a soccer player for club soccer in LA. And we've been in talks about me going to help him run his striping business. And that's huge, man, because all that experience through the union, the office work, my life experience, my journey through bodybuilding, my journey through working with these people and introducing valuable contacts in my life, and not competing with everyone, but collaborating with a lot of people. And Luke had kind of talked about that, like collaborate, don't compete. And that's kind of what it's been for me. And I've looked more towards collaborating than saying, hey, I can do this on my own. So I started just teaming up with people on the internet, Luke, and everything is coming full circle, and I'm manifesting my life. And the next step, hopefully, is to get into business with this guy and help him run his business and bring every ounce of what I'm capable of to the table, and then learn the things that I need to learn for him so that he can grow and there can be some expansion. And that's all I see right now. I can't predict the rest, but I know that me going through this process and doing what I've done and becoming the person that I've become in my life for me is helping every fucking person that I come in contact. The impact is immeasurable.
Well, I mean, does this make sense, I guess, for everybody here? If you cut out all the negative and the bad, and you're only surrounding yourself with good's going to come out, right? Mm-hmm. So
right.
Like a byproduct of your choices.
But at the same time, if you don't experience the bad, then you don't really have any good because you don't have any type of measuring tool to say, right?
That's why they say you learn in your 20s. You know, you learn in your 20s, 30s you experience, and then 40s you grow. You know, like 40. That's why most millionaires are made between the ages of 40 and 50, is because that's when they reach peak maturity and they've lived it. They understand now, like, okay, stay away from this shit, focus on this. This is working. They want consistency. They know they're getting older. You know.
Yeah, you have a really good metric.
Yeah,
Measurement
you have a good measurement of like
loss and good.
Loss and gain and what you need to do, and you can falter. I mean, with the nutrition, you guys had mentioned, do I like to eat? Oh, fuck, dude. I can't wait till fucking November 9th. Not the show. I can't wait till after the show. We're going to go crush some fucking food. I'm talking 10,000 calories. I'm eating 2,300 calories right now, and it's not bad. I'm acclimated to it. I've been as many as 5,000 and as little as 18, but I'm doing well right now with what I'm on. And I can't wait to crush 10,000 calories. And I'm thinking, I don't know. It seems like I go work with Andrew. I don't know if I'm going to be able to do this because it's going to be very counterintuitive to what the fuck I normally am doing coaching people. I'm still going to coach people too, by the way. But, he's trying to lose weight. And I'm over here like, yeah, I crushed 20,000 calories on Saturday. Like, but I'm thinking about going through like a fucking, either going to go through another 6-month off season and do a nationals show next year for the master's class, or I'm going to fucking stop bodybuilding. Those are 2 options. Or I'm going to stop bodybuilding and I'm going to fucking go on a year bender where I fucking eat whatever the fuck and then I do another transformation. And I think that would be cool. Yeah, some content, dude. Like just crushing food and like doing content. Yeah. Crushing food. Like, and people love food content. Mm-hmm. And that's why it's so hard to
Who doesn't like food though?
Bro.
Everybody will.
Yeah. That's why it's hard to get people off the food because of all this content too, you know?
Oh yeah,
it's fucking poisonous.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, it's addictive. You know.
Yeah,
it's tough.
But those are kind of my options, man. That's kind of what's going on in Bobby Gunz' life right now. I'm pivoting. I'm making moves, and I'm excited. And I haven't been this excited in a long time. And I'm happy, and I'm content, and I have a good family. Like my family life, home life is good. Yeah, I got a good base, and so. I couldn't have a better foundation right now, and it has everything to do with every experience I've gone through in life. You know, my life is the way my life is because of experience, and all that self-inflicting pain, you know, is come full force now and driving me to, you know, achievement.
Yeah, something I've lately like truly started to believe in. It's with age and timing. A lot of things are timing.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. How long you guys been working out? All you guys?
Weightlifting wise for me, I would say 10 years.
How about solidly, like with like full intent, or is it 10 years?
Probably like the last maybe 3 or 4 years.
That's good. That's good.
After it.
I'd say 2.5 since I hurt my shoulder. I was on a little bit before that, but 2.5 solid since we're at the gym.
Yeah, I grew up around bodybuilding. I saw it from like when I was 12 on. So like 21, I was serious for a while, and then I would say I haven't stopped since I was 20. When I did my blood test at 29. Dude, I'm 36. There's no way you're saying 2.5 years.
No, so we worked out like 2 years before that, but I took a year off from when I hurt my shoulder.
And then now it's been two more years.
2.5.
2.5, so almost 3. So that's like 6 years almost, right? Total right there?
I'd call it like 4.
What are you guys doing? 4 days a week? 5 days a week?
6.
5, 6.
Fuck yeah.
5, 6.
Fuck yeah. So think about it. I came in here last time. And I got a guy I tried to get on my program, and he runs a small podcast, and I'm just gonna call it how it is, you know. This guy was gonna get on the program, said let me talk to my wife. I'm like, who fucking wears the pants? And he fucking didn't ever get on the program. I saw him. They keep going up and down with their podcast, and I'm like, yeah, I want to get on this guy's podcast, but I'm not gonna go on it because it's a lot of up and down, and at the same time, like the guys doesn't want to get in shape, and like I'm like fucking, there's the alignment's not there, and. So I'm not saying if you got on my program I would have jumped on this podcast, but I know there would have been a transformation going on there.
It just tells what kind of person you are and who you want to associate yourself.
100%. And you guys, when I came in here, like, you're just a bigger guy, and it's in a good way, because once I saw you seeing your fucking content on the thing, I was kind of getting hard on, because I was like, God damn, this motherfucker's ripped. You know, when he's jacked, when he was like,
with the pink shirt
with his
right
pump, dude. I'm like, fuck, dude.
Yeah, he's a
I need a
giant.
fucking estrogen blocker. Who's got one, dude?
I got him in my
He's
glove
right here.
compartment.
I got one, yeah. Just a little drip.
But you guys were all in shape and fucking, you know, I really enjoyed being here the last time you guys ran the podcast. Like, I thought it was going to be a long fucking couple hours of just like, I thought I was going to get bored, and I was like pulling out my fucking chicken and rice, making all this noise, and I was like, this is fucking kick ass, dude. And I had a blast fucking being here last time, and I really, really appreciate you guys. Almost immediately after you guys ran that last cast with Luke, while I was here, inviting me to come do one, and took us a little bit to get it, you know, right, the date and all this bullshit, but you know, we dialed it in. I think it's only been like fucking month and a half, maybe.
Yeah.
And I was super hyped about coming back out here. I've never done an official podcast and be able to tell my entire story in a couple hours. I've tried to piece it together, and you know, I brought Adam with me. He was the perfect guy to bring to come out
Shout
here.
out Adam.
Shout out to Adam.
Shout out the other
Media
Adam.
guy, right?
Yeah, shout out Dashwood Creates on Instagram, man. He does art. Real quick, I want to talk about Adam. I want to highlight Adam a little bit. Maybe we can get Adam out here one day. But Adam played in a rock band called Divide the Day.
Did you listen to Newfound Glory too? No, damn.
Divide the Day actually was the cover song, Let It Roll, for WWE SmackDown for like a year or
That's
two.
what I was thinking. I wasn't sure though.
Let it roll, I'm unstoppable.
Yeah.
You know that one?
Yeah,
He was the
Is that
guitar
what-
player for that band.
Is that when the commercial come on?
Adam was?
Yeah.
No, in the intro, beginning of the show.
The intro of the
Oh,
show.
okay.
Sick.
Yeah, so Adam was the guitar player. They toured. I'll let him kind of get into that story if he ever gets back out here.
for
He's
sure.
got a gangster story with like traveling
book
and
him.
fucking crazy shit, man. But you know, I knew he'd be the perfect guy because he does my media. He like immediately last year when I said I'm gonna do this, I was like, hey, I need you to shoot videos of me fucking getting ripped, and I did my own depletion, and I had insulin spikes. It was crazy. But he came out. I had a mullet. He fucking shot me at the gym. We were looking at those pictures today. It's in 3 weeks. It'll be a year when we shot our first shoot. And he's ridden this whole thing out with me. I've compensated him, you know, accordingly. And we have a really good, healthy friendship and relationship, and we managed to maintain that through this process. And you know, the guy, you know, I do my best to take care of him, and he takes really good care of me. And I'm indebted to this guy for life because he helped me go on this journey, and I told him I would take him with me, and here we are fucking almost a year later. We're still together. You know, we don't miss. I mean, sometimes I'm off doing my own thing, and he's like, what's up, bro? And I'm like, oh yeah, I got to get you out and shoot some content of me so I can get you some bread. And, you know, so I do my best to make it work, and he does everything he can to make it work. He's like, where are we going? I'm like, we're going to ROIL TALK out in fucking the desert. And but you got to go. These guys are dope. And it's fun. Like the last one I was on was sick. I was like, and it's right up your alley. But we're going to go do some workouts and shoot some content at this dope-ass fucking gym. It's like on fucking steroids over there. I've never seen a gym like that in my fucking life.
Victorville's crazy, bro.
Victorville's crazy, dude.
I try to tell people on the
Shout out fucking TG, the gym in Victorville.
Victorville, yes,
Jacob, man.
That's his home spot.
Command center. That's the
That's where he
command
goes every
center.
day.
Yeah,
But
dude.
we went last Friday for a shoot in the video for all that.
Yeah.
Even Jorge was shooting some content with us. I'm like, this place is a whole different animal. Like, it's a wild here. It's,
Dude, I went to the fucking the gym in LA called Speakeasy, and they had like blue and red lighting like that, down lighting, and that place was dope, dude. We went there with Dave Pookie and Adam and I, and then I went out here. The last time I was here, bro, when I left with Luke and I fucking taken Luke over to
Did you go to
Jake's house,
Yeah.
and we stopped there for a little bit, and then Jake and Kathy were chatting me in the fucking kitchen, and Jake was like, hey man, you want to go check out my gym? And I was like, fuck, dude, it's 10 o'clock. I was like, yeah. And he's like, let's fucking go. So she's like, I guess I got to put shorts on. And he was like, yeah, go get ready. So she was in like pajamas or something. So we cruise over to the gym. This motherfucker gave me the goddamn grand tour at 10:30 at night of the fucking gym after I left here.
Jacob Lewis?
Nice.
Jacob Lewis. Shout out Jacob Lewis.
Yeah.
And so we went over there, and ever since then, dude, people are like, yeah, you been to this gym or that gym? Like these new gyms down south, they ain't no boutique gyms like they are. Like that's considered like a boutique gym. And I was like, bro, you ever been to Victorville? You ever seen a fucking gym on steroids? Like, they got a gym next door and they wipe the floor with them, and they're like, there's 2 gyms next to each other. I'm like, bro.
There's a corporate gym getting wiped on by a private
By
gym.
a private gym. I'm like, dude, it's insane, bro. And I told, like, I've been raving about this gym fucking since I left here, and he took me and showed me, because there's no gyms like that. Muscle or whatever. These gyms down south, there's none of them like it. They're all, like, commercialized. And so we went to the gym.
Have you been there? They have a DJ on certain days.
He told me.
Yeah.
Like, we went upstairs and we were like,
DJ
dude, it was like I was fucking walking this like a job site. It was like he took me through the whole goddamn place, and like for 30 minutes. And then we took pictures and shit, and like he was super hospitable.
No, Jake's solid.
I called him last week because we've been talking on Instagram, and I called him last week, and I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to fucking ROIL TALK. I want to go up there in the day. I want to miss the traffic coming up the hill. You know, fuck that traffic. Fuck traffic.
Yeah.
I like when you do that shit. Fuck traffic.
Fuck traffic.
Fuck Biden. Fuck
Biden.
Kamala Harris too.
Yeah. Kamala, you don't want to be racist. It's Kamala.
But I want to skip the traffic, so I was like, hey, I'm gonna go to the gym, and he's like, just let me know, dude. You just go ahead and fucking go up in there, you know. And so I was like, fuck yeah. So I told the girl today, and then we were in there for a couple hours, and I was stoked about today. And as I got closer, I started like seeing you guys pop out some of Luke's stuff, and like, I don't know, I was alignment, man. Like it was hyping me up. And then I've been seeing all you guys posting, and you guys been showing a lot of love, man. So I appreciate that too. So, but at the end of the day, like, I appreciate you guys bringing me back out.
Appreciate
you
coming
coming on,
on, man.
Oh, of course, dude. It's a pleasure, bro.
It's a little bit of a drive.
Honestly, I don't know about these boys, but it's a similar feeling for us because we're learning and growing and just trying to do this too. So when we connect with people that are like-minded and we get along and everything's easy, dude, we get it. We're excited to have you on.
Yeah,
like,
it goes.
hey, Bobby's coming on Wednesday. We got this person coming. You know what I mean? We get excited to have you on, and we try to make sure everything's proper. And we do fly by the seat of our pants, and we're kind of just, you know what I mean? But we're not reckless. We're not, you know what I mean? But we just want to show people this is who we are, and you know what I mean? You come and be authentic, this is what we get.
Yeah, and I brought a special treat for you guys today. So I am the chef of the house. It's probably why fucking my fucking nuts are always empty at home. Because my wife's
God bless her.
Yeah.
God
Shout out, wifey.
yeah,
wifey, keep it trained.
my wife loves my cooking, and you know, she blames me when she puts on a few pounds, because she's like, you fucking do this to me. And so I made my lunch currently on my protocol for bodybuilding. I add a couple things, but it's 93.7 lean ground beef, whole wheat pasta, and then I add some Rayo's 4-cheese sauce, and then I douse it with Taco Bell hot sauce.
Damn.
And then I use seasonings for the meat, and then I mix it up, and then that's like my lunch. And the Rayo's, I keep it kind of minimal. The Taco Bell sauce has no calories, and it's fucking fire. So I brought a tub of that for us to eat, and it's about 7 ounces of beef per person. There's 5 of us here that are going to eat it. And, you know, if you guys don't get enough, well, unfortunately, that's because I want to make sure you guys invite me back, and I'll bring some more food.
Yeah. Well, let's wrap this up then, because sounds so
I'm
bomb right now.
Hey, hold on. Do you talk to like the Taylor Thrasher guys and those guys?
I'll give you the real quick backstory. So Brad started with Wes Watson, Brad from Reliant Fitness, and then Taylor Thrasher.
That's Brad. Okay, so
Brad Dunn. Yeah,
that's the dude I was showing you today. He's a badass.
Yeah, so Brad and I are
firefighter, right?
Yeah, so Brad and I are fucking like somewhat homies. I never actually hung out with him, but we're homies.
The McQueen guy or Queen?
Jimmy Queen. I saw him and Justin Wenzel in Huntington Beach the same day recently when I took my buddy from Chicago down there.
Did you see when Taylor Thrasher made a rice bowl? Like he did a meal prep and he showed, and then he puts the rice on top of everything.
No, I didn't see it.
Queen's in the comments like, never ever in my life have I put rice on top of everything.
Did he?
Yeah, they're like,
so they're all homies.
Yeah,
and shit.
but it's funny as shit because I've never seen like he's weighing out all his portions and puts it in a bowl, and at the very end he puts the rice on top.
He was talking shit.
Yeah, it was just really super
so
funny.
Brad
You can relate to it.
So Brad brought up Taylor in his program, and then taught him how to coach, and then they hooked up with Jimmy, and then
they all roll together.
They all roll together. Jimmy, Taylor, Johnny Tsunami.
Jimmy does the Costco hauls. They're pretty cool.
Yeah, Costco hauls, and then Johnny Tsunami does like all the test fucking videos and the fucking porta potty shitter videos, blue collar shit. He owns Blue Collar fucking whatever clothing company.
Okay, that's it.
And then and then Austin Hancock just recently got in bed with those guys a little bit.
Does he work or own?
No, he's a fucking investor. So he's
TG
like,
though.
So he goes to the TG and PB, and I went to that TG and collabed with him like a couple months ago, 3 months ago maybe.
Yeah.
And that's that. Jake owns the brand, but those guys had. I used to be like a Gold's Gym or something. And
the other one.
there's 2 old guys down there that own that shit, and so
is it similar feel to this one?
No, it's like retro, bro. It's fucking, but it's huge too. But it's not aesthetically like this one. This is a boutique style gym. That's an old school. Like that reminds me of like Venice Beach on steroids.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So yeah, Austin Hancock. I recently collabed with him. He's been with those guys. They all go to like Metroflex, Marietta, fucking Oceanside.
Tyson Fit. He hit us up. He hit me up the other day at the gym. He's like, "Hey, whenever you guys are ready, let's go to Metroflex." I guess he used to work there. Tyson Fit.
Oh yeah. I know he is.
And he's a cool dude.
Is he out here?
Yeah, he works in Apple Valley. We see him
cool.
every morning.
I'm gonna look him up.
He lifts, dude.
I know who he is. I don't
fucking lifts a lot of weight, and like he works like this boy.
Yeah.
But he actually this week he's like, "Hey, let's go to Metroflex. All of us, let's go get a workout."
shit.
I'm like, "Where's that?"
Yeah, it's in fucking Marietta or
nice.
Oceanside. But I know who all those guys are. They know who I am. You know, like we know each other. I met Jimmy Queen. I've never met Brad, but I have Brad's personal number. We talk on the phone like once every quarter or something.
Okay, then now I didn't put the name to the face. It took me a minute.
Reliant Fitness. Yeah. Reliant Fit. Yeah. So, yeah, I know all those guys, man. And that's what got me into the space was Brad, Reliant Fitness. And, I'm connected to that whole circle. And it's kind of like everybody's kind of, they call it saturated, but it's not that saturated, bro. Like, you know how many people are out in this motherfucker? There's like 336 million people in America, and fucking 80% of them are obese. Like, it's not, there's plenty of fish.
Well, it's just
there's plenty of feeding going on
It's
out
a
there.
powerhouse coming out of here. Like, everybody's on the same page. That's
Right,
what I look at, because it's real similar mindset, lifestyle. Everybody has, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
It's just a building
High
block.
Tone. High Tone's a rapper. He's on West Covina. I collabed with him and Guerrero Fit and fucking Triple OG.
I've seen Guerrero Fit, I think Picasso.
Yeah, I was actually in that music video, the program that High Tone did. Shout out High Tone Valens, fucking rapper. He's dope. That's my homie.
No, it's cool. Like when you see it, I think it's back to that. Everybody's not competing; they're collabing. And working
Yeah.
together and
Yeah.
helping
It's
each other
fucking,
out.
and that was a cool day. Adam went with me and we shot at Self Made in West Covina. And it was fun, dude. High Tone, I know him through somebody, and they brought me out with those fucking guys that are heavy hitters that have blown up from West Watson, and I was just this like newcomer, like considered newcomer in my eyes, imposter syndrome. I get that shit all the time. Like you think your shit ain't fucking worthy, right? Even when you're doing well. And I was talking about that shit today, and I get imposter syndrome all the time where I feel like, oh, that post isn't going to be good, or like I should just stop doing this, and the self-limiting belief comes in, and I coach people on how to not allow self-limiting belief to control their life, but I allow it to control me sometimes, and I have to fucking check myself.
It shows we all have struggles. You know what I mean? You're normal. You're human.
Yeah, so I got to do that with those guys. So it's been a fucking badass fucking ride, dude. And like coming here is just another level up. Like coming with you guys. You guys are successful entrepreneurs, and you guys have a lot of fucking value to give to the world and to provide other people with and the opportunities, right? You guys provided me an opportunity to come up here and tell my story, and it's fucking it's awesome, man. Today's been a fucking kick-ass day, and I look forward to collabing with you guys on social and definitely coming back up and let's go to the gym, man.
Yes.
And just one more thing. That goes for everybody out there. If you guys want to reach out and come on the platform and tell your story and come out here, like our doors are open, our DMs are open, everything. Reach out, do whatever, we're here.
Yeah, and the only way your life's going to get better is if you get better. That's it.
All right, boys.
Fucking show me your butthole, not you guys.
Yeah.
I like that. I have the butt snorkeler one, so I'm rocking with that one.
I have that lanyard. It says I eat ass, but I'm afraid to wear it at work because I'm like, that's not professional,
Dude, hey, so the best thing at work is like they all know I eat ass or whatever, and they're like, we'll be smoking a joint, and the boss, Mark,
Oh yeah.
he'll be like, did you eat ass this morning? I'm like, no.
Like,
I'll be like, yeah.
I'm not
He's
sharing
like,
a joint with you.
but he's like, I'm not sharing a joint with you, but he'll come over and hand it to me.
He's like, let me smell it.
shit.
Oh, fuck.
Pass that shit. All
Thank
right.
you again, brother.
Yeah,
Hey, you're
Bobby,
welcome,
coming
guys.
on. What's Adam's social?
So Adam or Dashwood Creates. Dashwood, DASHWOOD Creates.
All right, and then Bobby, yours.
The Bobby Kerwin. THEBOBBYKERWIN.
There it is.
size
You guys
fit.
make sure you check out Bobby's IG, yo. It's pretty wild.
He has a.
It's pretty wild. I
Your
dig
daily
it.
content, I like it, dude.
Yeah.
Appreciate
I like it,
you
man.
guys. Hell
Yeah.
yeah.
All
Appreciate
all right,
you guys.
all right, guys. You know what it is. Smoke, lift, and live. We are out.
Good night.
Peace.
Good night.